Alrighty, guys.
Wow.
So, as the sun rises on Amberset Coast of one of three areas, we have the city of Logale, we have Silverdale, and some other place we have yet to actually name because, well, screw it.
Nope, I named it because before.
That's the fishing village to the south.
Oh.
We're lazy.
I have a name for it, I just don't remember. Magnesia, that's what it is.
Magnesia?
Yeah, it was on the
That's
map
the one that
with
you
the
forgot
name.
last time, too.
Yeah, it's on the map with that name.
Not very
Grandpa
memorable.
started
Okay,
to go.
we keep renaming it, that's part of the problem.
Oh.
Should I name it?
You did name it last time, and then you forgot.
I didn't name it Magnesium.
Damn it.
Magnesia.
Alright, so this is Dixon, your DM, going around the room. We have various players, total of 6. As the sun comes through the window, you hear the dim patter of rain and a knock at the door. Tim, you're up. Please describe your character.
Is it what?
So, Tim, you awake after a night of celebration and drunkenness, blackout drunkenness.
Hey,
You
Noel.
notice several things odd during your part-time job the other day, such as you being able to apparently walk on water, as long as it's shallow. You didn't really test it any deeper, and your boots no longer leave a trace behind you. You don't leave any broken branches. You seem to slip through, as if the forest itself is almost afraid to touch you. You awake to a small knock at your door. Go ahead and describe yourself real quick.
I am an Azamar Barbarian. I am 6'1". I'm 195 pounds. Fair-skinned.
Moderately attractive.
Moderately attractive.
At least a 7.
Thanks to my artist rendering. And apparently my employer will only hire between 7 and above.
You have to be at least a 7 to walk. Lucilla.
I'm 6'1". Currently, apparently, if I had a drunken night out, I am fully clothed, meaning that I am probably wearing my breastplate that is lightweight and it's not a full breastplate, just enough to cover the chest, with a trench coat style jacket. I have a two-handed sword that is probably either right now laying halfway off the bed or propped up against the dresser.
Alright. You do hear a soft knock on the door, and because of your drunkenness last night, Prent and Lucilla, your employer, decided to take the beds and leave you to the floor.
So yes, it would be great.
We
Placed
aren't
against the
that.
placed,
We fought a werewolf, kind of.
placed it would be placed against the dresser.
To be
we
fair,
supported
you last night you did
morally.
the same too.
Emotionally.
Prent.
Yeah.
So you hear the knock at the door. Sir, Miss, sirs. It is Yaska, the innkeeper.
Why am I the first one awake?
Sir, well, if you could, if you don't mind my entrance, I would like to air out the room. It's one of the few times we can actually air out the rooms.
Open the door. It'll just wake them up.
You hear you see the door open. You just
That's
go, good morning, good sir. You
Well, you're a lively one this morning. What
of
time
course,
is it?
of course, yes. It's that's about 10 minutes after sunrise. Of course, as he starts to walk over to the window,
Is that the guy with the big gun thing?
the big arbalest, yes.
I'm saying that.
She's half awake, starting to wake up as he's walking through the room.
The arbalest, yes. And he takes a bar and he props open the window. Now,
Why are you doing that? Don't open that. People are sleeping, you know that, right? I paid
Yes.
for this room.
but the
Lucilla, no, you didn't pay for anything. They gave it to you.
I'm very special.
Let him do his job.
he opens,
is special.
as he opens up the windows, he explains that this is actually one of the few times that they actually get to air out their rooms, because of the rain allows people to open up their homes, open up their houses, and get a bit of fresh air.
You're gonna let the
It's
werewolves in.
Do you not have fresh air otherwise?
The room, because of the spores, despite the light that they're constantly the light that usually keeps back the forest, because of the spores, people are tense, hesitant to keep their. So as the forest has a tendency to grow overnight, people tend to be hesitant to leave their doors open without any kind of light, flame, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But due to the rain,
You guys start talking about nature, he tunes it out because he does not.
due to the rain,
I'm a pirate.
Due to the rain, it actually keeps the spores and pollution down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hence, for the city, you'll actually see quite a few people out and about, as opposed to staying inside or only going out for logging. Jim?
Oh yeah, that's what y'all call me. By the way, my name's not Jim.
I know. It just says it on your outfit.
It's just what they gave me. What can I do for you?
You have the day off.
Well, you just said that they. I wake up a little grumpy. I'm sorry. Lucilla's still asleep.
She's like, I'm
gonna call you Jim now.
Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in my room, bro.
Yeah,
Alright,
we're all three in the same room.
Which room am I in?
Lucilla and
You're hanging
Lucilla,
out
if you can
with
describe
your
your
guy.
character.
Demonetized.
Lucilla is a normal human, unlike the rest of the weirdos around here. Of magical origins, because she had an apprenticeship that she kind of cut short and ran off to be a treasure hunter, I suppose. That's one way you could put it. She is an occultist, level 2 currently, and she doesn't have a specialty quite yet. She's still getting a feel for it. The most notable thing that she has right now is a map that she likes to argue with in her spare time. It so happens to be a relative, and she is the one currently employing the Barbarian, and possibly Prent. He's a strong 6, not quite a 7.
Well, bam. Print, the other individual in the room, the other one sleeping in the bed. If you mind describing yourself. We're gonna pause real quick as Prent stuffs his face with the morning breakfast that
We can see what I'm doing.
Yoskers brought in. Okay, never mind.
Print.
Prent's
Stop
got a big mouth.
stuffing your face. You gotta talk.
He brought food.
We know what his priorities are.
I'm Prent. I want money. I'm a half elf. I'm an ex-pirate. Currently.
Are you an ex-pirate or a pirate looking for another ship?
Wait, are you like the ex of a pirate?
That is a strong possibility.
You weren't even a pirate. You're just your boyfriend was or whatever.
Alright, please go
I
on.
am a shipwrecked pirate currently looking to make money so I can get another ship, hire a crew.
You know, we can just build you a ship.
We got
No,
so
you
much wood. There's so much wood here.
Well, actually, he could build me a ship. The rest of you are useless.
You say the one with the money is
Say the
useless.
one with the money.
Yeah. Don't ask for fun.
I'm currently on a quest for 12,500 gold to build a ship. I am
If you supply your
an
own wood,
unfortunate
you get a
oracle.
An unfortunate oracle.
I've been one since I was a child, and I didn't fucking care, but I'm starting to care now that I'm missing an arm.
Alright, so if you'd mind describing yourself, the body.
A strong 6.
What?
Not
I am an attractive half elf.
She docked points for the missing arm.
The level
To
20
be fair,
arm is
you
gone.
have a bone arm.
I have an arm made out of the bones of the
Oh, I know
Leviathan
about
that I punched in the face. That's
And-
the last thing I remember.
And that subsequently sunk your ship. But you did punch it in the face.
I punched it in the face and it felt good.
And somehow, some way, the bones from that Leviathan are now what are now comprised.
He owed it to me.
Now making
It was
up your
a
arm.
life debt.
Yeah. So you're a
All right.
Yeah, Prent the Oracle.
I am 6'2". I wrote that down somewhere. I'm 6'2", I'm 52 years old, half elf. I have brown hair, half of it is dyed teal with facial hair, and I have a awesome sealskin coat and a red coral cutlass.
That's what you get for being bored on the boat. Do shit like that. Says the guy with blonde hair.
Yosker, the innkeeper, bids you.
You guys suck
bids
at
you farewell and good
intros.
morning.
Yes, I know I do.
And says, Yvette will be making some breakfast if you care for any additional.
I am a
food.
breakfast.
Yeah, you can
And-
share it for the rest of us.
I want to go to breakfast.
And leaves the room, knocking on the next door, which contains.
Well, I imagine that
Everybody else
I'm
is not
actually
invited.
leaving volunteers with the scrap metal box and heading back.
Oh, you woke up early.
Woke up really early.
Okay, well we
Can't
will.
trust Tinker. I had to get my plans back.
You had to get your turtle back.
I was losing sleep.
You had to get you. All right, so in that case, Mason, we get to your character. You hear a knock on the door as Yosker, the innkeeper, asks to enter.
You may enter, but may get my backup spell. Well, the rest. Well,
He enters. He's looking down for the most part. Goes over to the window, props it up, and lets you know that we're letting in some fresh air because of the rain. The street should be a little more popular today with the rain. This way, we'll be able to keep back the spores for a bit more and have a relatively normal day. Breakfast is being prepared.
ooh, what's the breakfast? Sausage?
I have no earthly idea. I don't make the food.
Oh, well, somebody make a sausage. I need protein.
Okay, I do need to figure out what Yosker's voice is. Oh well, moving right along.
Character voices.
Yeah, we'll find.
We'll find
Character
yeah.
voices.
Scottish, no Irish, no Russian.
We'll figure something out.
Character
His
voice.
voice like
No
cold.
earthly idea. Is it sausage? I do not know. I do not make the breakfast.
I do not make the breakfast.
I do not know. I do not make breakfast.
Because their names are Yasker and Yvette.
What's his
yeah.
name?
And say
His name is
and say
Yosker.
Russian.
Yosko, is he strong like that?
Yasker.
No, he's strong like bull.
Strong like bull.
So fancy.
Although he has constitution of bear.
Oh.
That's what his wife sounds like.
He's strong.
That's what his voice
Yeah.
sounds like.
Wife has constitution of bear. I have strength like bull.
Okay.
If you did not see
Yeah.
last night,
He
Arbalest
makes you a
up
drink
and
and she's
over
like,
the
I'll make
counter.
you a real
Alright, go.
It will make you real quick.
Honey, he
You-
looks a bit more like an adult than a bear to me.
Oh, it took me a minute, I'm sorry.
Yosker goes to the third room, and you hear, unlike the others,
Cackle.
you hear a polite knock.
Alright, who is it?
It is Yosker. I request entry, if you do not mind. Good doctor.
Why are you nice to the doctor?
Because the doctor could stab him.
Exactly.
We all can stab him.
He knew I was drunk. I was passed out drunk anyway.
You're just like the rest of the town.
He's nice to me because I saved half his patrons the other night.
Well, it's true.
Oh, stop being a show off.
We were there.
I don't know what you mean.
My auntie.
Alright, come on in.
Toy house is
Just mind your left.
Mind you left.
I was not asleep. I was toiling away, brewing some stuff
Gotcha.
during the night, as I do.
He enters and immediately goes over to the window and props it open. If you don't mind, good doctor.
Does it smell that bad in here?
Oh no. And he goes and explains
You
as he
insulted
told the others of the current situation with this rain outside. A lot of the spores should be knocked down between the light and the rain, leaving quite a few people to be out and about town. The loggers do have the day off.
I suppose when she got the
if
kids
you-
in bed, I'll bring her out.
So he explains the same thing to you, Anna. And if you'd like to describe your character,
Alright.
Carson.
I'm the doctor. My name is Anna. I am pale. I've got brilliant orange hair tied back into a bun, nice and neat.
He's got a character voice, or she's got a character voice.
Absolutely. I've got a long coat that I always keep nice and tied up. Keep my herbs in there to keep the stink from getting out. I've got long surgical gloves, long white surgical gloves.
Oh, I didn't know about that. That's kind of creepy.
In right in my forearms.
Although he is currently brewing, or she is currently brewing.
Yes. Always.
Always burning.
Always brewing. Always getting me work done.
All right.
Alright, you might want to get out of here. Don't want any casualties when something explodes.
Right. You have a good,
not if.
right. You have a good day. As he goes to close the door, he does say, "Breakfast is ready."
Get me an
Shuts the
ale.
door. And shuts the door. Shut back. Out of the window though, Anna, you hear before you see a.
Clank, 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 clank.
You hear the treads of Tortuga, the battle turtle.
Wait, because I don't have wheels. I have like a more of a tank.
I'm going to assume you
Wait,
have.
did they let me take it into town?
Yes, it has been in town. It's just been at the stables, except for the two.
It's in the stable.
It's been at the stables at the front of the town.
Park it in a pile of hay.
Have a little horn.
The times that you took it out were to deal with the werewolf and to show off
Yeah, to Volunteer.
to Voluntary, who borrowed it for the night. You have made yourself a very wonderful bounty. You've made yourself a wonderful bounty from this master tinker.
Okay.
You have received a total of 3 different blueprints and plans for.
I received propeller, armored flight balloon, and a mystery box of scrap.
All right.
For those who don't know, Voltaire is the tinker in this large town of Lugale.
Yeah, we'll just
A master tinker.
Master tinker.
Voltaire, his character description is volatile. Who knew? He is in all reality, he is a master tinker who has taken a shine to one of the group's tinker, Gamiss. Gamiss, if you describe your character, please.
Alright, my full name is Gamiss Tortuga Tulipano Papinski.
That's a mouthful.
It is. I mainly go by Gamiss or Tortuga, but I'm from the Papinski clan, which is the best clan of the 14 clans.
You are a.
I am a gnome. I am 3'2", so I'm pretty tall for a gnome. I have light brown hair, blue eyes. I wear a forest green shirt with a chain shirt and a forest green and blue kilt. Then I have green knee-high socks, brown boots,
Oh
a
my
turtle
God.
shell helmet, and some
Oh my
goggles. So I
They did not
cool.
have
They
a drugs.
We're all waking up to this.
Good morning!
Good morning, everybody!
So Tortuga.
I'm going back to bed.
All right. So Tortuga is a mechanical turtle. Is a smooth shell mechanical turtle, about we're gonna say 6 feet, 6 feet long, 4.5 feet tall, and has many different compartments and tools and machine guns, conventions that have been placed all around and inside Tortuga. Unfortunately, hardly anyone knows what Tortuga runs off of, but Gamiss does.
Gamiss knows he runs off of insecurities.
So that, all right.
Well, that's
What a great
Keep on
party.
rolling.
So, apparently Tortuga runs off of insecurities, which will probably keep this this turtle going for
Ever.
ever.
It will never
a
die.
shortage of supply.
You think you're not good enough? Keep thinking that.
I knew my mom didn't love me.
You all knew Tortuga comes equipped with tank treads. You also have 4 turtle legs, for getting up those pesky stairs, a hat so that you can see out of, a tortuga mouth, allowing you to clamp down on enemies and rend them piece by piece. Tortuga also comes equipped with a self-defense crossbow.
I also have a potion.
Buy now, buy now, buy now.
Repeating, of course. And in the back compartment, which can be used either as a storage compartment or as a makeshift potion lab.
Also makes good soup.
This is not what it should be used for.
And you
He's
will,
also
Used for
dying.
soup. Not for cooking.
you will
Standard.
drive.
Did you-
You will drive all your alchemist friends
Did
crazy cooking with it.
I'm under the impression that you got your design for Tortuga from Fantasy Billy Mays over here.
Fantasy Billy Mays.
Buy now for a low price of
Billy Fay.
999 gold a month.
Yes.
Billy.
Sounds
But,
like
but
something.
wait, there's more. If you order now, you will your Tortuga will also come equipped with
Little Tugas.
little Tugas, egg-shaped capsules to launch your little miniature automatons at will. Keep in mind though, you can only control up to a certain number. If you launch them out without any proper commands, say goodbye as
You
they
can
take
launch
off
three,
into
but
the
only
sunset.
control one.
Not available at Magic Point or
You just do it
Fantasy
for
Costco.
Fantasy Costco.
Oh,
All about Fantasy Costco commercial.
Alright, so
By and large.
But I am a kilt-wearing handsome gnome
With
For-
neon.
with my knee-high green socks.
for a gnome,
strong
for a gnome,
two.
you're pretty dwarfish. So dwarfish, in fact, you have a dwarven wife.
And a son. I have a half gnome, half dwarven son named Ufta.
Ufta Pepsi.
Why do I get the feeling he's going to be a big pain in the ass later?
He's gonna be a huge pain in the ass.
Whose fault is it for bringing him into this world? Just remind him you can take him out.
I've never forgotten.
In Anna's backstory, Anna actually delivered Ufta Papinski into this world.
I did.
You say it with regret.
As Ryza comes out of the future. You bitch. And disappears again. It's all your fault.
Oh, and little Ufta was born in the basement of a pub.
That's right.
He was.
Only the classiest.
Classy.
Alright.
There's going to be named Tequila
So-
after you know what brought him about.
I'm going to assume, unless you're going to keep making potions, assume that you've made your potions for the day.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to assume that everyone comes down for breakfast.
Yes.
With full spell slots.
Do we have to be
Yeah,
fully
with
dressed?
full-
I hit the bathroom first.
You,
full
yeah.
muscle chorus.
I find the latrine.
I have to
You-
brush my hair.
Alright, roll for
50
search.
times.
And raise a leg and shake.
Do you have a souvenir cup?
That's a thing.
Anything.
Yes.
I need anything. I don't
That's a
care what
thing.
it is.
I know. Well, collecting souvenir cups. You can put your soup in the cups.
I'm gonna get right.
And then when I get old and have a house, I'll have all the souvenir cups. Like, see all these places? Because I was trying to find a
It's just that he
home.
looked like a
Damn it, we're get rid of these mugs.
20.
Alright, so as you come downstairs, you see Sabby, the waitress of the inn, come forward and tell you salutations and good morning to you. How did everyone rest?
I did.
Like a turtle.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I don't have anything for that.
I suppose as well. They don't do much of anything.
You know, you're in your shell, it's
So,
all dark and
May
happy.
I interest you all in some food, some tea, maybe some fortune telling or reading if you.
Hey!
I can't eat that. I know.
Boston telling.
Yes, I can read palms, tea leaves, and.
Hey, lady. Can you read me the way to the bathroom?
What me?
She points that way.
Thank you. Off I go.
I could go for how much?
I can read. Well, it'll actually come mostly with the house. Maybe a silver or two, as a tip.
If only you had a silver to spare.
If only you
I
could
used
sell
to.
fortune yourself.
Jeez, you must have spent it when you were drinking. What a terrible
Fuck.
shame. Don't even
But
remember.
tell you what, you order the largest plate, and the larger the plate you order, the more accurately and in detail can I depict your future.
How much is your food?
That's so
Out of-
odd that your
out of
fortunes are based
nowhere
on the
you-
food.
Out of nowhere, you hear Nykon in the bathroom. She's lying. Oh, sorry, I'm not listening.
What can you read?
I don't believe
Well,
this.
and like I said before, I can read
Or I
poems,
just start
tea
laughing.
leaves, and plates after you finish them.
It's like reading a tea leaf, but it's a plate. Is that what it is? That is bizarre.
Everybody
Just like,
has their
Nykon
Kindle.
The
licks his
vinaigrette does
plates
not bear
clean,
well.
that one it won't.
It says the vinaigrette does not bear well.
Every now and then I take a bite of the plate
Ominous
just to make
hash
sure it's
browns.
not edible.
I'll have
No.
the special in the plate.
I'll have another. I like this. I'll have another.
How much is your food here?
Well, you are with Lady Lucilla.
I am with Lady Lucilla. We're
He's
very
not with
close.
Lady Lucilla.
I saved her life last night. You have
did
no
not.
idea.
Anna's the
you
one who
didn't.
did everything.
Well, they're all
I
with me.
saved her life last night. You have no idea.
She just says it again.
How much is the special and the plate reading?
You know what? For all of you, I'll 1 gold.
Deal. Who's paying?
Deal! She's paying.
Honestly, she's a doctor.
What? Who told you that?
As I come
you
walking
are
back
the good
out.
doctor, are you not? You
What,
helped my-
what,
you helped
what are
my
we
brother.
buying? There's a gold.
You're all misunderstood if you think that is good.
Why? What do you mean? She saved my brother's life.
We're,
I
what are
did.
we?
Anna's quite good at being a
I
doctor.
did.
Come back to the bathroom.
He-
Look,
Yeah.
I'm just looking for a nail this morning, please.
But of course, Yasker left it on the bar for you.
Alright, thank you.
Hey, working man, you gonna pick up this 1 gold?
He already.
All right.
I've already
Working man
flopped.
already tossed
I already
down.
flopped it. I walked out.
I-
What are we paying for? Oh well, here's a gold.
Oh, okay. Is that right?
I'm getting my fork out.
All right, so she
Oh, I don't
delivers.
want a plate reading. That's
Fortune.
stupid. I don't want
you're
a
getting a plate
that's
reading.
stupid.
You
I
get
just,
a plate
I just
reading.
throw the gold down and I'm like, bam. All right, now where's my food?
Like it's manifested by your gold.
She reaches over the counter and you hear Yvette. Here's your 6 orders of the special. Here you go. And you're handed 6.
Sounds like my
excuse
mother-in-law.
me. Again, you do a palm
I'm terrified.
reading on me.
Yeah, I'll take a palm reading too.
All right.
I want a plate reading.
I need my.
All right. So
Book
I
of
need,
prophecy.
I need everyone
I want
to
a
roll
plate-
me
I want a
charisma
plate
checks.
eating.
Ooh, I'm good at that.
Roll me charisma checks.
I want a
Is that
plate
a
eating.
D20?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Let's
No,
roll
I-
under your charisma.
Oh, roll under our charisma.
Oh, you're
Yes.
lovely
I believe
at
that's what
rolling
that
low.
Wait, what I roll under?
Yes, I rolled
Roll under your charisma.
Oh shoot, that's
Where'd my dice go?
Phoenix the Barbarian.
So Sabby turns to you as you drop the plate.
Were you like licking it? Why'd you drop it?
Oh, you're going back on my skit. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had eaten everything, and I had licked it clean, and then I just picked it up and I like this. I'll have another, and threw it down on the ground.
Very
Barbarian.
cultivated.
Yeah, very copyrighted barbarian, but I did. See my cape.
I'll have another, please.
He drops it. I'm like, can you read it from here?
No.
Oh.
What do you think I am? Some kind of half-witted oracle?
Hi.
As we all look at Prent.
So, you want your fortune told? You're gonna lose a lot of money. Give me your
I'm
wallet.
like,
Yeah.
I thought that 18.
All right. So she goes to you and.
Nixon, I'm eating my.
All right. So
That's why you don't sit next to the gnome.
let's see. It appears that you've had several pawn ships so far, and you are going to have many, many more.
I could have told you that.
So vague.
You're going to have many paths vary on several choices that will come up
Uh-oh.
within the next 5 years.
I would like to imagine that the leftover food on a plate, like, literally just spells all of that out. Just like in ketchup or something.
It was like a lot of
She just
spaghetti.
waves her hand and it makes letters.
All right.
Whoa.
Noel, would you roll?
For charisma, I rolled a 17.
For your intelligence,
I rolled a 6 or a 9, I forget. But it was under my intelligence.
you actually beat her on this. She looks at you. She looks at you, and your plate. And then she looks at you, your plate, and then realizes that you've actually been stealing from other people's plates.
Oh no.
Honestly, this group keeps screwing up everything.
Gotcha, true.
But no one stole from my plate.
Yes, but
You messed up your fortune because it's not accurate
I
now.
need another
Tomorrow
plate.
you will go to yesterday.
I need another plate.
Wait, is that what that's
Tomorrow. Here. And she reaches into her pouch and pulls out 10 bones.
Home reading? That's so much more me.
Gamiss, do I roll them?
She slaps your hands. You haven't been
You
slapped.
touched another person's bones.
She takes a leather, what looks to be a leather parchment, soft leather parchment, tosses them up into the air, and swipes it clear.
Gamiss is a little disappointed he doesn't get a plate reading.
As she unfurls it and lays it out,
I know.
she points to the 10 bones, and you could have sworn earlier they didn't have symbols on them.
Showing off.
It's not the time to
You don't think
get
a nasty ass reading with all these side comments?
She glares at you. She glares at you, Prent. She points to the shield bone. You are a protector, as it leads to what looks to be a bunch of lines and slashes drawn on the bone. You are a protector of a great many people. Your path has been tumultuous to start, but as she goes through the paths, but you have a great chance of reaching your destination. Be forewarned, though. Although your friends will keep you close, to your destiny. With them also comes great disaster, with potential for great disaster.
Hashtag all D&D groups.
You will reach your goal before this disaster, whether or not you stay with them afterward.
Do you have souvenir cups too?
No.
She's like,
You've already bought one. You already bought the souvenir cup from here.
That's the only one.
Well, yes, you haven't left the store. Have you searched anywhere else? I think there might be some at the general shop. The blacksmith sells a few.
I feel like Miguel's souvenir cup should be made of wood.
So is hers.
It's a wood
I'm drinking
town.
out of
Yeah.
it.
It's a logging
Oh,
town.
here you go. And she grabs a pitcher, fills it back up. And you, good doctor, would you like a reading?
I know my fate, and I just keep nursing my drink.
Read her cup.
She looks at Gamiss. To approach the good doctor and take their drink would be equivalent to approaching a dwarf and telling him that he's no longer to drink ale.
Yeah, don't take my drink, I'll stab you.
Noted.
You may look at my palm.
She flips your palm a couple times over. You're not who you seem to be, are you?
Alright, that's enough.
Yeah. Can I roll a sense motive check?
No.
Go ahead.
Well, what's the motive of the fortune teller, really?
Well, I mean, she could be totally BSing, or I could tell that she's actually...
I still have to believe her because I've ignored it too long.
I rolled a 16 on my insight, or my sense motive. Can I... Is she
From
BSing
what
this?
you can pick up, she seemed like she was actually quite flustered that the barbarian tossed his plate to the ground. She actually seemed quite eager. With Phoenix, it seemed like a very general hand reading or palm reading.
Yeah, could...
That anyone could have gotten.
Generic.
A good
Fortune
circus
cookies.
has something for everyone.
Yeah.
With so far with Gamiss, that one might have been real, or it might have been a very clever use of cantrips.
What cantrip could it be?
Hmm?
What cantrip could they even be, though?
Well, there's
You-
for
there's
like the
prestidigitation.
the show part of it. Okay, gotcha.
Roll me another sense motive check,
That
though.
was a 7 plus the rest of 10.
You don't know if she was going to be able to read yours. Next.
Yep. Ooh, nat 19 plus 3.
She has been all smiles all damn day since you've gotten here. It kind of gets on your nerves. But for the most part, you can tell it's genuine. She's
She's actually reading fortunes.
for the most part, we're actually talking about her facial expressions and emotions
Just
so far.
ultimate personality so far up to this point.
She has been all smile
Until she touched her palm.
until she touched her palm.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first forced smile you can see. Not much change, not perceptible, not normally perceptible.
Don't go
But
what
give it-
you do.
But you as a doctor, noticing shifts in body language, there's a difference. She's either telling something or she just caught something that she's not comfortable with.
So it is an accurate statement, though. That I would.
Because that was
You are
the
not who
self-motive
you
was-
appear to be.
Right, dope.
Following the rest of this.
I have
Not
a
who you
random
appear-
question. Sorry to interrupt. With me being Asmar Reborn, would I essentially have palm features? Like, would I have fingerprints?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
You would have fingerprints because you are currently occupying
A human body.
a human body.
Okay. That's just, yeah, I was
Yeah. No, she would have read your palms, but she was really eager to read what your plate was.
But, yeah, so my plate was empty, so there was nothing.
She goes on to describe. But despite this, you have a habit of caring for those that you call family. And because of this line, as she goes through and she actually reads the majority of the lines on your hand, you have a dependence on bonds, and your bonds are what's going to interweave with your destiny. If you forsake your bonds, you will forsake your destiny.
I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no more bonds.
I'll take your bonds and your gold.
And you.
This breath.
The barbarian's just kind of leaning back, like.
What can I do for you?
I'd like a palm
Seems
ring.
like a bunch-
I love how she didn't even ask
Something
me.
of
She was
the
just so
sorts.
taken aback
I
by
would
what I
say.
did. She just like moved right
You
on.
can really make up anything.
That's
Barbarian.
That's all she said, just evil things.
Barbarian.
You
You
don't
damn
know what
right.
it is, so many will come, but it shall.
She
Barbaric.
she looks at you
Cool.
and reaches out one of her hands.
Does she grab the palm? Does she grab the flesh hand or the bone hand?
You can't read anything from the bones.
All right,
tried
so which hand do you reach out with?
I can try.
My fleshy hand.
Do a plate reading.
The weak
No,
hand.
that's stupid.
She doesn't even take.
teasing me. What the?
She doesn't even take your full hand. She grabs you by the pointer finger. You had a difficult life. You ran into some shit, and then
That's
you're
not a
probably-
fortune. That's my past.
And you'll probably die lonesome in a ditch. somewhere.
Everybody's gonna die.
You're gonna get scurvy,
You're
probably.
gonna die lonesome in
I
a
will
ditch,
be screwed.
going blind from various diseases. And,
I thought
Now
you were
I'm
good at
tempted to
this.
get one.
you know what? She tosses down your hand and takes the bony.
The bone hand.
Her eyes roll back.
That's
Roll
it.
sense
It's all your.
motive.
Everybody roll.
Eyes roll back as a void-like barrier encapsulates the two of you.
Ooh, you're
Bye, guys.
in trouble.
Stop
eating!
Meanwhile,
Void-like barrier.
Gamiss steals another piece.
Just watch.
Whoa!
So
I don't have
barriers,
enough
they don't
beer
see
for this.
anything Anymore?
They don't. They still see, but
I don't have enough meat
You
for
don't-
this.
We see you, you don't see out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
To
majority-
us, y'all are just sitting there.
no.
Oh,
you
we
see
see the
a
veil too?
void. You
We see the veil too.
So what, like blackness?
You see what looks to be
Inky
what looks to be a void.
Bisects.
I'm gonna poke you with a stick.
Wait, let's see where this goes.
Fine.
Don't
It just
intervene.
absorbs the stick.
Yeah.
I mean, I could use some entertainment for the breakfast anyway.
Yeah, but
He's gone now.
barkeep, I'm gonna need another round.
If your coffee's that black, I'll take it.
The barkeep ignores all of you except to tell you to get back and pulls up the arbalest.
You're gonna shoot at that? At the void?
It doesn't know what's going on
He just
with
shoots anything he doesn't understand.
it.
He's totally Russian.
I don't know what's going on.
Away from the table.
What?
And he
Lucilla's
holds
just-
now he has not shot.
Grab some more food, put my turtle helmet on, and duck.
Enough of
Doesn't get back to
She
ducks.
knows what she was doing.
Yeah, eating my food.
I've never
not
seen
talking
it.
about the gnome.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
This is a low-level spell, really.
yeah.
So,
I
as
cast detect
oracle,
magic.
oracle to oracle, you know this is a legit prophecy.
I hate this.
She was the only one who got a well, we all got like readings, but she
I
got
didn't
a
get
legit
shit.
prophecy.
I'm not
It's my
interrupting
thing.
my
I
breakfast
get
for this.
numerous prophecies daily.
I didn't get shit.
I'm having
You're a
grape
barbarian.
salad.
Yeah.
You gotta
She's
new
probably
plate
like,
and rice
your
on
lifespan
brown.
isn't even long enough to merit a prophecy.
More grape
God.
salad for breakfast for me.
That's a great
Star
prophecy.
crossed.
Yeah, it's me.
That's me.
That's me.
Hey, it's your boy.
It's a catchy name.
Alright, it is. That's pretty
Star crossed. Death by sea. Dead on land. Raised. That's with the Z.
Alright.
She stops mid prophecy. That's with the Z.
Alright.
By fire. By plane. By things beyond.
You need to put that shit on silent.
Tim?
You guys okay? Okay, we just had like a really deep problem.
Carson, say it
Was
again.
it not rolling?
No.
Oh.
I paused it. So, Carson, you were saying?
Pause it rolling. I said I like to imagine that you're just scared out of your mind at this horrifying prophecy. Just an inky
Raised.
blackness surrounds you.
Raised by fire.
Hey, listen!
I
Alright.
We suck.
Raised by fire, corrupted by
Things beyond.
things beyond. The god's realm is breaking.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't me.
Good to this
I'm a
weird.
motherfucking sound boy.
The resurrection will not come.
That the spell
Actually,
Feeding it.
everyone outside of the circle, though,
is still eating
where
the breakfast.
is
Yeah.
your bat?
Oh, no,
Mason.
he just said he was holding it and I'm feeding it.
As this happens, Mason, your bat grows.
As I'm
It
feeding
envelops you into its wing. You're inside there, princess.
I'm inside.
Gamiss, you're inside this as well.
Because I'm.
Kind of slid over. So I've got a black sphere over here, and then a bat wing over there, and
And
it's
all
like,
you see is Gamiss.
I really need another drink.
Yeah. Turn to the innkeep. Another idol, please.
Get the top off.
Perhaps we should switch tables. Come.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna
And we all just get up and we
Across
just
the
go over
room.
here to go eat.
Wait, what happened? So I'm in.
Noel, roll me. Will save,
Just go to your
please.
table.
3.
I'm going over to the couch by the fireplace.
Oh, by
Y'all
the
are
way, I
welcome
don't
to
think I
join.
get any
Yes,
bonuses to my will.
let's show.
And that's a way
Wait,
we
what?
I get no bonuses to my will. My will is base save is 0.
Everybody
Plus
else-
your wisdom.
Which is a -3.
Wait, wisdom?
Yes!
Oh god.
You're getting a -3 to these.
4 -3.
My
1.
Alright, so you
Then you
pass.
say I go 3.
No, you don't even make this one.
Roll
Brown
all
is
three,
his
do
thoughts
it.
on his prophecies.
You pass out.
Well,
take-
whatever. I'm doing it anyway. 16.
Okay.
-3 is 13. 5 -3.
Is 2.
Maybe I want one. What do you want?
1, 13, and 2.
As you get the rest of the messages passed on to you, you see a flash of that creature. You see a flash of
Front
the
out.
entire creature. Not in the same location though.
Nom 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 nom.
It is actually seems to be ripping and tearing at something in front of it though. What it is you can't see. Until a rift opens and this thing squeezes through. It is buffeted with all manner of energy and, as far as you can tell, almost divine defenses. It slips through and and lands. And
Alright, so, when you said gods, do you think that should be capitalized?
Talking about gods or God?
Plural.
I was actually thinking that immediately. I'm like, is it gods with an apostrophe S, or is this gods like multiple?
No, it's God with a Z. It's the new album. That's about to drop.
What happened to me?
You're wrapped up in a bat wing and you passed out.
That will go
We
under
just switched
your...
to a different table.
We're hanging out over by the fire.
I'll go under deep myth. Do you look at your arm at any point in time while she's holding on to it?
Yeah, probably glanced down immediately.
You see black light. You see symbols that emit a black light inching, swirling between the joints of your hand up your arm. One of the pearls seems to keep it blank on the back of your hand. Although it swirls over the other two pearls, no issue. It then begins to travel up your arm and emits a light. Roll me knowledge lore.
Who?
Do you want me to just roll? You mean my lore check?
Yeah, roll your lore check.
It's 6 plus. 5.
It sucks so bad.
Starcrossed.
You currently... Starcrossed. Son of a bitch, you Starcrossed! Ah!
What? You
Damn
can
it.
tell me stuff.
Wait, was it 11?
No, that's 11.
No, it's
Star-
11.
Oh,
It's Starcross.
No, it's a roll.
When you
It's
roll
when
11.
I roll 11, it's a
Oh.
critical one.
Alright, I'm going to say you have advantage because you are currently with
Another oracle to give you a little buffer.
Roll again.
roll on your character sheet, please.
I don't.
It's
Okay.
an 8. She doesn't
Alright,
recognize it.
alright,
She left.
Alright.
Let the dice speak.
Alright.
The dice says she sucks.
Okay.
The dice says you don't know that right now.
11.
See, do it on the character sheet.
critical.
It's
Okay,
always
no.
better.
There's the critical one.
11.
She
There's
doesn't
the critical
recognize
one.
them. You can
No.
save this for another prophecy.
There's
Yeah.
the critical one. The
Better
dice
luck
have
next
spoken.
time, you
The
suck
dice
ass.
have, the dice have spoken.
You
I have
suck.
no idea what that is. That's creepy.
You suck.
Alright, so as you watch it goes up to your elbow.
Oh, that's not good.
For the first time you feel pain in your right arm. The symbols fade.
Don't worry, I can totally see that happening to me. Just I'll do something and just like my bloodline will just like etch a tattoo
Activate.
on my body.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No. We're not playing crap. What's his name?
Arendelle?
Arendelle.
So,
Bahamut.
Sorry about that.
It's gift. It's me.
Unfortunately, you don't get the second prophecy.
Is that what I was rolling for? A second prophecy?
Essentially, a second prophecy, but also a lore.
which you
You're
failed.
rolling not to suck.
At least all my bad rolls are justified with this.
However,
yourself that.
because you have advantage, you recognize the coastline.
In my vision?
Yeah.
With thing.
She releases you and begins to drop.
Oh, which pearl?
Which pearls do you have?
I have a pink, white, and black.
The black pearl, actually.
Can I roll reflex and nutrition?
I'm gonna roll a reflex as well.
What's the health you get?
I have
Yeah.
22 points of health.
Mhm.
I'm almost.
Nice and knowing
I have
you.
6 points left.
That's nice.
Nice and knowing
You're also unconscious currently. Son
Haha, sucker.
Wait. No, you don't.
Are you telling me that I wouldn't shoot off a detect damage after a giant bat appears and an inky blackness fills the surface?
You don't detect any damage.
Wait,
She lost health points.
I'm almost dead.
She didn't bleed out.
Hey, don't knock out
It's not a
the
blood
people.
detection, it's damage detection. If you have a concussion, I'm still gonna...
Okay. Mason.
Yeah.
But as of right now, you currently have Waitress Oracle in your arms.
I'm conflicted.
Just
Mason.
Yeah, stoop, lay down.
Your bat whispers to
Well, you get about
in
a
a
foot
high
off the
pitched
ground,
squeak, which
and then just
only
like
you can, which currently only you can understand. This one if he had stayed awake, might have been able to roll speak to animals.
Well, rip. Instead, you took 60.
Is this
It's-
bad and intelligent animal?
What's up?
Is this bad and intelligent animal?
And as bad as a spirit creature.
Technically, I can speak to it as well.
Oh, crap.
Oh yeah.
No.
And
But I'm not listening.
Good.
Because I'm over by the fireplace.
Perfect.
Hey, cat. So, what the back says... What does the back say?
Barkeep! Drink.
Stay with this group. It says, stay with this group. Beware
We will.
the distant followers. The bat releases you and seems to be very small and weak at the moment. It crawls up onto your shoulder and around under your cape.
Is Gamiss alright?
Gamiss
No,
is
she's
now
not
Gamiss
alright.
is now on the floor. Foam is coming out of his mouth.
She's nearly dead.
He.
He's nearly
For
dead.
real?
Dixon, I'm gonna push Phoenix out of the way, go to Gamiss, I'm just gonna
It's
crack a
supposed
healing
to be
vial.
out of the way.
I'm gonna turn into Phoenix and say, "You stay away. You've done enough." And I'm gonna burst my I'm just gonna
wasn't-
shatter a
Heal?
yeah.
It wasn't
healing bomb
my
before.
fault.
If it's your creature, it's your problem. Is Gamiss not going to be okay?
9 plus 5.
How much?
14.
That's
14.
Very nice.
Does Gamiss look okay?
She's still unconscious, right?
He.
I'm sorry.
You can do the character voices, but you often do the pronouns.
Yeah.
It gets confusing otherwise.
I believe he's still unconscious, but he has a pulse.
That's good.
That's good.
Gamiss, roll me a fortitude check.
2. Wake up!
Let's get a drink and
Add your
splash it
14.
on him.
12.
Don't you take my drink?
16.
Good enough. Alright, Gamiss, you wait to Anna. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wake
wait.
up.
I'm a little scared. I shouldn't have fed the bat.
Shouldn't have what?
I shouldn't have fed the bat.
Gamiss,
do not feed animals.
It's a bad bat.
It's not your fault.
Bad bat. Puts water at it.
It's not your fault.
Hey,
Just try to get
that's
some
sweet.
water in you.
Gamiss has full right. Took a good chunk out of Gamiss's spirit there.
And then they don't take other people's food, then.
Friends,
Bad
Charles.
karma.
I feel
The
bad.
bat tried to eat me.
It's a
Not quite funny.
Left him almost dead.
If you can't control that thing, you might as well stay a bit farther away. I don't exactly want to be that.
excuse me, miss. Do you have a spirit animal? No. So why don't you stay in the door?
You can stay in your own
Like
little bubble with your own little animal.
Stay in the
Spirit
door.
animal.
Wait, do you have any
I don't know, we're
freaking
not going to find
idea
out.
of how if I gone to keep my family safe from
To keep his family safe, what sounds like an ex and an arranged marriage is what you can suss out.
Just took a chunk out of Gamiss. I don't give a flying shit.
after you kind of move it the same way, or after you watching a family member?
Just because I don't shout out my whole entire life story doesn't mean I don't have something that I'm trying to accomplish myself.
Oh well, at least.
You feel a bite into your back from the bat.
Ow! What? Excuse us.
Play. Nice.
I will be in
The person
my
you are told to run to is here.
Oh. If anybody needs me, I will be hiding in my hotel room. Bye.
Bye. And
Alright.
It's a good drink.
The person that you were told to run to
You want some?
is in this group.
no. How about what happened in that little black orb of yours?
What?
A lot.
Alright,
So
so.
that's going to be enough of a drink for you.
Me?
Only 42 check, yes.
Yeah, because you're
This
weak.
is the good shit.
Yeah, you know.
I
the
paid
last
gold
time-
on this.
My goodness,
I
you're
didn't have
amazing.
anything else than that anyway.
Remember, if you
Remember
recall,
what happened last time you
he tossed a full gold down and fed all of you with the special.
Yeah.
Granted, he
Roll
also.
high. 12. I was so close.
Yeah. Just dodge around that. Okay.
Oh no.
You are not drunk, but you are very, very nicely buzzed.
He's in a wonderful mood.
It is enough to take the edge off. Unfortunately, I have no idea what's going on.
I'm imagining every time I see that creature, it's very horror-inducing, regardless of whether I'm dreaming or whatever.
And this is the first time you've been awake and seen that.
Maybe you're going to be better off when you're slightly drunk. You'll actually be able to fight and things.
I think that's enough prophecies for one day. Anyways, don't we have a werewolf to catch?
I guess we
Of
do,
course,
don't we?
Tim is gone the moment someone brings up the werewolf.
He went to the bathroom. It's
How
at
do
that
we
point
know
when you're
whether
actually
werewolf
leaving
enough
and he's
to
like, where are we going?
Okay, so Tim goes to the bathroom. He really needs to see a doctor about that.
Dixon, did you hear what Gamiss said?
I'm starting to
No.
worry about his prostate.
How do we know it was a werewolf and not that bat?
Because when you're 3 inches from its face, beating its bloody head in with the end of a bed frame, you notice the difference between a wolf and a bat.
I was there and I didn't do that.
We might need to talk about that.
About wolf.
Oh, perfect
It's a
timing.
The barbarian.
So, the barbarian went off
We
the
said you
bathroom
went to the
again.
bathroom, which is hilarious because we just started talking about the werewolf attack. So it's like you still have no idea.
I still have no idea.
You come back, the group is getting ready to head out, and it's fully geared up for war, and...
Like, where are we going?
What did I miss?
We're gonna fight a bat.
We're going to fight a
We're
werewolf.
not going to
Is
fight
it
a
not?
bat.
Well,
We're going to go find the werewolf and hopefully see if we
A
can-
werebat.
It's not a werebat.
I don't imagine the werewolf's going to want to see your face.
What?
I
what?
don't imagine him.
Alright,
What
We're
werewolf?
not exactly
Oh,
sure.
so-
Oh, yeah!
the shaman
Oh,
with
yeah.
the bat bit
Thank
something.
you for letting me know. Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, let me tell you. There's a werewolf.
See what happened was.
Yeah, there was a werewolf.
A
That's all
werebat.
you need to know.
It was not a werebat. Stop saying that.
I'm getting some mixed signals.
You hear-
Those in the back.
You hear, "Werewolf! It's a werewolf!" running down the street.
Who's scared of a werebat?
Well,
Is that like a wombat?
No, it's like a...
It's nothing like a
It's
wombat.
like an unskilled vampire and shapeshifting.
well, I guess if we're going to go find a werewolf, let me grab my sword and I'll be right.
and you
Thank
guys are noticing
See you in a bit, Jim.
Phoenix and
Actually, everyone roll me a perception check. Except for you, Mason.
Mason.
12,
17.
12 plus 15.
Alright, so who rolled a
I rolled an
17,
18.
17 or better?
No.
Not me.
No.
Alright, so, Carson and Nykon, you are the two who noticed this. Gamiss, because you spent the most time. In fact, you were the person that brought Phoenix's family into the clan.
Interesting.
Nykon, you noticed this just because, well, you've kind of been watching that bat area. Phoenix has gone to her time with her face covered by a scarf.
I don't like bats.
However, as you watch, she changes. She goes from
beautiful dark brown to light now and almost a very light with a different eyes.
okay. Her hair changes. Her eyes change. She goes from being essentially a dark-haired, olive-skinned woman to being a very fair woman with white hair and different shade of eyes.
Well, that was weird. And I continue up the stairs.
I think I drank too much alcohol.
Did he spike this?
I think it's that bat.
Oh well.
Alright, so everyone gears up. Congratulations, you're all outfitted. Now,
I never changed. See, I'm gonna ask the barkeep. Are there anybody here who sells maybe any sort of herbs or plants?
ah, yes, that would be. Well, we have kind of. We have a town lich. Not lich. Witch. Yes,
That's
town
not
witch.
lich. Town lich.
I wasn't aware that witches were allowed in these parts.
we call her a witch, but she's really more. She prefers herbalist.
That sounds a lot better, herbalist.
Quite.
Her name is Lucilla. Here, Yvette from the back. Keep an eye out for her little man, nephew.
Nephew?
What?
Nephew?
Is that French?
N-E-F.
Did you sneeze?
N-E-F-E-W.
Nephew.
Nephew.
Like
Nephew.
Like nephew. Nephew.
Well,
Or
if we're
me.
going to be hunting for werewolves, we're gonna need a lot of wolfsbane.
We're gonna need herbs.
Bring on
Yes,
werewolf blood.
Keep an eye out for that nephew there. He's kind of different.
You know, I have a relative that pronounces it herbs.
If you get me close enough, I can make some
With
salvo.
the herbalist.
You're oddly
Yeah.
okay with this.
There is the herb. Alright, so to bring up again, there is the herbalist, Lucia, her, and then her nephew. There's Ultir Lightweaver. He is the Arcanist. There's Volatir the Tinker. Yosker does inform you though that there's also a couple of blacksmiths. If you need to see them, they are down the way and to the left.
Blacksmith sound.
You hear your map go. I apologize, I've not been able to formulate a map just yet. But here's a rough drawing, and he shows you a rough drawing of the town. It seems to be sectioned into 3 parts. The part that you're on is essentially the merchants and the merchants, the garrisons. The section up and to the left is.
Are we going to the Cloud District?
Do you get to the Cloud District often? No, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Demonetized.
The area up to the left is the craftsman's district, which has your blacksmith, tinker, a couple of bakeries and other restaurants, that kind of thing. And then over to the right is the residential area, the part that's closest to the water, and also the part that you got cost the other day. Actually, everyone but Tim, who was busy at his part-time gig.
Nykon was chopping on trees.
You did good though. It was better pay than
Yeah, but did I get any pay for that or not?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We never talked about money.
You've got to live. No kidding.
Yeah, I did, pretty much.
Carson, how much did you get?
How much did I get?
Yeah, for your 1 day of work as a
I
doctor.
don't need to disclose the content of my purse.
God opens your purse.
You stay out of there.
Burns you to a holy ash.
Get your grimy mitts off, I've already tied.
So what do you got, Carson?
You told me 10%.
I lied, I want 20. What do you have, Carson? You actually get a total of 50 gold.
We had 50 gold. Well, I did, and I had to split it.
He's a money making
Because
man.
Anna was robbed.
Oh yeah.
She was wrong.
You can't keep him on a short leash of 3 gold cycling in and out now.
All right,
He
so
has his
you
own money.
achieve 50 gold. And as you look in your pocket or whatever, you hear a small trill and a responsive trill at a lower frequency.
No, the money's just going to be deducted from his pay. You wasn't there to protect me from a fucking werewolf.
I was.
You're not being paid.
None of you did anything. It threw me against the wall.
I healed
Do you open your? Do you open?
I open the bag further and investigate.
You see for a quick moment a flash of pink. Here we go. Flash of pink flowers.
I'm eating one of my apples.
Where'd you get apples?
Took them off the robber.
Oh yeah, I remember
Took
that.
3
Hey.
apples of bread.
Flash of varied colors. You see before you 2 leashes or leshy.
Fantastic.
What is that?
like
Oh,
a-
they're adorable.
It's like a flower gremlin.
What is it?
How big is that? Is it flower size?
Wait, is this
Oh,
in the
yeah,
bag?
it was
It's about
like
this-
one
it's
of
about this
those,
big. This is
They
one.
come
This
in
is the.
five.
You're turning into
That's
a
the
druid
lowest.
dog.
Exactly what I was thinking.
What's
You
that?
stay away from that, I need to put it in this bottle.
You.
My pet, leave it alone.
You don't know
You
what it
hate-
does.
I
It
don't
could be
know what it
extremely
does. I don't
toxic.
care. If it is, I'll die. Leave it alone. It's
I
in my
can't let
bag.
you die. I literally cannot let you die.
You just told God to stay out of your bag. Stay out of mine.
You are the one that actually went up to your room to get your stuff.
Yeah.
You are currently upstairs
None
by
of us
yourself.
saw what
Wait, can
You see.
No, sorry.
You see this small. You see these two small creatures that are holding hands
Onto a couple.
and just looking at you.
Oh,
They wave.
You remember us? No.
That one bit.
No.
They wave, and as you watch, the lotus leshy hops out of your bag, trundles itself over to one of the water basins. The lotus one climbs up to the wash basin
Probably.
and plops into the water. Bloop. Do you go over to see what it's doing?
I
Grow!
definitely go over to see what it's doing.
Was this the day before or right now?
This is the day before.
He had to get his
This
sword,
was
and now
the-
he's like taking like 20 minutes. Or
Yeah, I'm
like...
taking like 20-30 minutes to get my damn sword.
He's polishing his sword. Don't come in. You see it gliding around in the wash basin, and what looks to be little miniature lily pads underneath its feet as it slides around.
Aw, it's a water skating.
It grabs some water, takes some of it into its mouth, trundles back out, and goes back towards your bed to start climbing up. Do you allow this?
Yes.
It falls in.
Because it's adorable.
One, because it's adorable. Two, it came out of there in the first place.
It falls back into your bed.
Obviously,
and
I'm
you
not
see-
dead yet.
You see a small pink flower get waved up towards you, basically one of its petals.
I
I want up it.
pick it up and take it.
It motions to you.
Eat it.
Oh, it's a just.
You put worse things in your mouth.
It's cannibalism
If
of
you-
the people.
If you kill me, so help me, I will come back and find you.
You have no idea, little plant person.
Well, at the time, I have no idea I can resurrect either, so.
It's hilarious. Hilarious.
Roll me a fortitude check. Is it under 10?
No, it's
Fine.
okay.
It does nothing. It seems to do nothing for you. It seems to do nothing for you, but it does taste good. You can breathe a little more clearly now.
Wait, did you just eat it?
I
Yeah.
did eat it.
He ate a petal. They gave him a petal.
Oh.
It gave me like a
Off
little
of its
petal.
cells.
thought you just
Just
bit it.
eat it.
No.
You're adorable.
You're adorable. No. He picked a petal off and handed me a petal.
Oh dear lord, I was like,
And
oh my
gestured
gosh.
like eating
Whoa.
motion.
All right, so you have 2 leshies in your pocket.
In your body.
You have
Growing from within.
The snapdragon offers you what looks to be a full snapdragon. Passes it to you.
Put it in the chest pocket. Okay.
And motions for the flap to be closed.
Okay.
They make a lot of demands, dude.
I know, right? I mean, it's like either I'm drunk or I'll deal with it later.
With all the shit you've seen today, this is the strangest thing.
I've got to catch up with the group, so I just pull the flap closed and put my sword in its
Alright,
sheath.
you come down about 5 minutes later.
I got a little snapdragon lapel pinned on.
You get little.
Sorry, I'm not sure if I saw something or not.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
What is it?
what's up?
Pie?
Oh, I'm just reading over these little fuckers.
What? What about them?
They just, lots of shit.
Only knowledge natures.
18.
Phoenix comes back down. Phoenix comes back downstairs. Her hair is now white. She's adorned in a red with a red veil, red cap, and
Red velvet.
red velvet clothing.
And the badger is hiding under this house that I have
Gotcha.
on my lips.
Gotcha. And he's got a
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
he's got a pouch bat.
I rolled an 18.
And the second one?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
That would be a 15.
Okay. So from what you know about leshies, they are one of the few things out here that probably won't immediately kill you.
Yeah.
They are the mace.
Oh, I can read up on them, so that's
Okay.
not a problem.
They
no.
are usually though guardians.
Mm-hmm.
What might come as an odd thing to you I mean, you were chopping down hundreds
Yeah.
of trees.
Why they're wanting to protect me when I was killing off family members?
Maybe they were evil trees.
I guess. That's kind of what we're hoping for. And now I can see why I can walk on water, because one of them grants me Lily's pad strength.
Alright, so everyone geared up. Where do you guys want to go? What are you doing?
I gotta go to the herbalist.
Hmm?
There's a pocket spa as a legit item.
Hmm? Yeah. You're not in this town.
No, not this tiny.
Yeah, I'm going to the herbalist.
You're going to the herbalist. Alright, so as you go to the herbalist, Lucia, anyone going with him?
I am Lucilla, where are we going?
Not to the obelisk, that's twist.
That's
Alright.
cool with me.
Is everybody going shopping?
Yes, we're going shopping.
Now
She's
remember,
a girl,
you
she
guys
always
have been
goes
contracted
shopping.
by Ultira Lightweaver.
Yeah.
To
You say contracted, but it was really just him asking a favor. He
Yeah.
didn't sign anything.
no, but he is offering you first grabs at this before he actually submits an official.
That's why we're getting potions and things. The things that we're going to buy is just basically
We're going into the woods that kill everybody.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I killed plenty of woods.
Yeah, he's got an axe. I mean, that's pretty good. He's got a good weapon. Do we need more than that?
Alright. So
I've just
Just make sure the doctor's stocked, right?
I'm following the employer. I'm sorry.
And I go with
She's
the opposite.
she's a girl. She always must go shopping.
somebody's gonna hold my bags.
Now you know what I get paid for.
The true reason to have his monster self. Oh yeah.
I've seen it.
Alrighty, so Carson,
Yeah.
as you approach the shop, you can smell it. You smell fresh earth, crushed herbs, and the telltale signs of holistic medicine, as well as a couple of other possibly.
What's your
arcane
shop
mixes.
list?
You have the general store, 2 blacksmiths, tinker's shop, herbalist, and several food restaurants, so on and so forth.
I went to a store because I needed to get something for my bat.
What do you need to get for your bat?
Some type of.
Is there anywhere I can go to get fantasy fortune cookies for later?
This thing. Walk into the store, come over here and check out the menu.
Does the doctor in those?
I'm looking for Wolfsbane.
my safest.
Wolfsbane. You see a young man step around the register. He has a dark cloak and a glass monocle with a black hood. There are tiny glowing runes inscribed upon the monocle. May I?
Yes, I'm looking for Wolfsbane. And also Hemlock, if you have it.
You're looking to murder someone now.
No, quite the opposite actually. I'm the doctor right here just a few days ago.
Who?
Sam. The doctor.
Who?
The doctor.
The dope.
They have a TARDIS.
That's the USB taken down again.
I'm the doctor.
You want to get it. It's very
I'm actually
safety.
here to help people.
Anyone.
Lucia! You see an older woman coming around the corner. She has a gnarled root staff. The wood can't
I don't know, I
quite
haven't tried it
taste, but she's kind of where the earthy smell is coming from. One of the dusty corners. You see two
Quite good.
large
It's a weird
crates,
it's gonna
two large
off
barrels
aftertaste, but it's one that can grow with you.
from actually the merchant's inn, filled
Yeah.
with wolfsbane. She then points to one small vial, and you see a little vial of hemlock.
How much for it?
Yeah.
She says 300 gold for the lot of it.
How much for the Wolfsbane?
Your profession is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Merchant can
250.
like haggle. for you.
250. Well, I don't need all of it. Just need an ounce or so.
Lucia, what are you hunting?
A werewolf, of course. Though don't
Of
let
course.
though don't let that get anywhere outside of this shop. Don't want to cause a panic.
Of course not. What do you think you're
Werewolf,
stocking up on wolfsbane and a wee bit of hemlock? How good are you with a bow?
Not at
Crossbow?
all.
How well's your aim? Can you guarantee you're going to get it in one shot?
I'm not trying to kill it. Actually,
Even if you do manage to brew up a cure, I smell death on you.
Look,
There's
I'm
no
not
one.
asking for your advice. I'm asking for the wolfsbane. How much for an ounce, please?
12 gold.
For an ounce.
I have to get it myself.
Where?
50 gold.
For the knowledge? I've only got 10 gold to part with today.
She looks at her nephew. She looks up at the nephew, looks down at her, shakes his head. You see my little boy's ring eye right there? I can tell many, many things. You've got more than 10 gold on you.
Of course I've got more than 10 gold on me. I'm a doctor, but I've only got 10 to part with.
50 for knowledge, or 12 for wolfsbane. I'll even throw in an extra ounce.
Alright, I'll just buy the wolfsbane. I'll find it myself.
Alright, so 12 gold. You have 2 ounces of wolfsbane. It will be enough to make 2 potions.
Thanks, I'm gonna do if I get this bookstore to find spells and
You go all around, and unfortunately, you don't really find many bookstores. You do have one place in particular that might sell something your style. Remember, you are a divine caster, and as such, there is one divine place in town, the Citadel.
Yeah, Anna's gonna head back to the lab that's set up in a room. And I have Swift Alchemy, so I can make this, but I'm gonna go ahead and make the 2 doses.
Alright, so Mason, you show up to the Citadel. Whose temple do you go to? Do you go to Bahamut? What are you trying to buy?
Pick a god of prayer.
do I need to find a way to stop the boy werewolf?
You actually meet Ultir Lightweaver.
You're walking in as he's walking out.
He says, I know who you're here with. What are you trying to find?
I'm trying to find a way to stop the beast known as a werewolf. So,
Well, I know what a werewolf is, and I'm the one that's sending your group on this quest.
is there any ways for us to not kill it, but turn it back into its human form?
There's plenty of ways. I mean, if it's soon enough, you could use herbs. You can use things. Let's see. So you're able to cast what, level 1 spells, Mace?
Yeah, for some weapons spell.
Mason. All right. So Mason, you've gained a spell, and he shows you how to either summon nature's ally.
They can really be just.
Make a stone shield or make a wave shield. He also gives you the offer to possibly make a sanctuary.
Totally bring up our date.
The scroll sanctuary. You want that, Mace? So just write down sanctuary and then write scroll. That's right, John.
Who's a straight up magic user besides Lucilla?
We have no magic users
I'm
in the
not.
party.
Alright, so hello, my name is Dixon. I am playing Phoenix.
Fantastic.
Phoenix switches personalities and
Yeah. Or is Phoenix just off studying and inscribing these scrolls?
Lucilla, do you need anything?
Lucilla was gonna go to the Lightweaver, try one more time to get a light from him. He seemed very reluctant.
You
want us to do the thing or not?
You see him sending off Phoenix, who has a new scroll in her hand.
Don't trust that one, they attacked Gamiss.
They weren't very nice.
Lightweaver, yes.
Tis I again.
What type of
Ultir.
class?
Oh, sorry. He's an arcanist. He's something of a mix of magician art. He looks around at the current group in the church. Motions for you to meet him outside. He is a dwarf. Ultir Lightweaver is a dwarf.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Um,
And he makes the special lamps.
he makes special lamps that keep the spores, the seeds of the forest at bay.
Okay.
So that you remember what's going on with some of his orbs.
Mm-hmm.
May I help?
Well, we're about to go out into the woods, not only for the werewolf, but a few other things to try and figure out these secrets. And I figure if anyone's going to have some information or items to assist, it's going to be you, the one who's working so hard to keep the forest at bay.
And what would you require?
Well, I'm still a bit keen on getting one of those lights, but
I remember I've offered it as part of the reward to your group if you succeed.
see, I'm more interested in having the light going into the woods rather than out of it. But it loses its ability, does it not?
It would lose its charge, yes, once it leaves my grasp. However, this can be recharged with an appropriate level spell.
What level? What if Daylight Boy held it?
Daylight would.
Honey, you're embarrassing yourself by your lack of the arcane.
Fair, I can learn arcane magic in a few levels.
Print.
The daylight would allow
Come back when you level up.
it to continue to cast its light, possibly even further than it, but it would not hold the same properties.
Print. That's why I just let her talk.
This would require a protection spell.
Only we had a cleric.
Actually, I can use arcane magic at any level as long as I take this level.
Oh, well, good for you.
It's a
Are you a real cleric?
Irondale's busy.
I have cleric abilities,
busy.
dude! I can learn
Busy
cleric
ATM.
stuff.
Well, learn it fast.
Do you have any
lessons.
tombs or spellbooks that are of no more use to you?
You're asking a lot.
You're asking for his trash.
I'm asking for trash. I'm asking for literally it's useless to you. I've decided I'm gonna start collecting lore.
May I ask for what reason?
I'm collecting lore.
Oh, well, it's lore. Then you should go. See the lore keepers, the Citadel.
It sounds a little pretentious.
They are complete and total assholes.
Yeah, no, thank you.
But I think you'd fit right in.
That's nice. That's nice.
You do realize you walked right into that. Otherwise, yes, I have a few things I'd be willing to part with. 15 gold. Allow me to say this. Normally, these books would cost you about 50 to 100 at the very least.
So you say 15 gold for what? One book?
15 gold for 3.
I'll take it.
Keep in mind, though, information tends to lead. For sense motive, honey.
That's why I don't like doing my job. 16 plus 6.
Fantastic.
22.
These books he's looking to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably cursed. Or they probably have a curse of some form on them. And you're like, bring it. Okay, good to know.
Give it to him.
Hit me with
You
a thing.
smirk and it makes him... It gives him a moment of pause. You know what? You can have them.
Really?
Do keep an eye out on the second one, though. It tends to...
Which one's the second one?
You see a furry book moving, shuffling and moving. It tends to have a mind of its own. The first one and the third one are a little more seductive.
Alright, he's gonna take off his belt and he's gonna fucking belt these books.
You're gonna Harry Potter these things, alright.
He's like, if they're cursed, maybe I just shouldn't touch them for a little while.
Deal with you guys later.
Yeah, 3 books, cool.
Alright, so you have
You
three.
get to tell me
You
what
have
this
3 books.
Right.
You have 3 books. There is actually, from what you can tell, there is actually a bit of lore in them. These seem to be journals of Altair's earlier days of travel
Alright.
through the Tri-Communitive up to the Dwarven Keeps, and there's even mention of an abandoned Dwarven keep called Talon's Keep. And that's to the northwest. There.
Alright, well, I'm not going through them right now.
Well, if we were on the coastline and we went northwest, everything for us is west.
Do you have titles
Or
for these books?
essentially-
I'm gonna actually put them on my
I wouldn't
before
have
we sell
to-
later list.
I wouldn't get tower, I could just clear
Just
that
because
one out.
that's the only list I'm making right now.
Okay. You see metal-bound blue book.
Not if it's abandoned, it's already.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's probably monsters.
Metal
in
bound?
it,
Like the
that's
book
what
itself
I'm
is bound?
thinking.
Yeah,
Like
metal.
I could throw it and do damage.
Yeah.
It's a fucking metal book.
Metal-bound blue book. Fuzzy book.
The book's made out of cobalt.
And prismatic book.
Oh, look at that. Prismatic. Ooh, with caravan. Don't let kids see.
It changes colors.
Just pray it doesn't spray you.
You open it up and glitter dust. Every time, that's the curse.
Every fucking
And it gets everywhere. Craft herpes. Go!
You've been outfitted. Gamiss, do you have anything that you want to do?
No, because I already did what I needed to with volunteer in the morning.
At all. She asked for the light, but she said that she's probably not going to get it, so she asked for other equipment, unless if he's just saying, nah.
What a dick move, really?
We are talking about an asshole dwarf, so.
Yeah, he is an asshole. I know that much.
He does say,
met a dude.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I met a dude
Are
in
you
the bar once that said he got cursed by a dwarf. Something about some Bahamut asshole.
That's 100 years in the future. You have no knowledge of that.
I know, this is a joke.
Although the Oracle might, see past, future,
Yeah.
present.
What to sell later, Liz? No,
He gives it to you, and you realize you cannot sell these.
That's fine.
They will not allow themselves to be sold.
Oh!
You have to give them away, I guess.
Fuckers. No, I have them for a reason.
You betrayed the company.
I have them for a reason.
It's not all
I'm gonna learn my revelation that lets me learn everything from a book and retain it permanently, and also pass on what I've learned to other people.
Motherfucker. Okay, well that's gonna be fun. So midway of learning everything in this book, you all of a sudden
In 8 hours.
midway of learning everything in this book, everyone gets cursed. Just like right in the middle of the book. Cursed.
Skip that page.
I don't know him.
I can't share my book reading skills until level 5. Otherwise, it's just
Okay.
me.
So he tells you. He looks at you. Do you have anything particular you're looking for? Because unfortunately, unless you come to my shop or even possibly a tinker, there's not going to be much for you and your skills. What are you a magist? Say, are you a trickster?
A cultist, actually.
Um,
What a shame. I thought that you were the one who made all the magical artifacts. That's why I took such a keen interest in coming. I suppose if you don't have anything, I can go to the tinkle.
Really should be
He
talking
did.
about you a long time.
I don't need your help.
I'm just saying, it's annoying.
He indicates pretty much right across the street his store, his shop, shall we?
We shall.
As he takes you into the shop, you smell ozone.
As we go to leave, you hear Nykon and to the left. Just walk to the left. Keep on walking.
Well, let's see. So, things that you notice. You see a couple sets of gloves. You see gloves. You see wands. You see
It's a toy store.
You see scrolls. You see stones on string.
I want fantasy fortune cookies for later, for when I need them.
You see a fortune cookie,
A single one.
renewable.
What?
Crack it open, put it back together. Crack it open, put it back together.
What happens if you actually crush it in your pocket?
Oopsie.
Your cost.
Essentially, what you read on the description is, receive your fortune cookie once a day.
Ooh, I want that. How much is it?
500 gold.
I was about to say, no one has money for that right now.
Actually, probably no one has the money for anything in the shop. Holy shit. So, he brings you to the back of the store.
It seems like the best thing for the forest is light. It's what drives them away, at the very least, and if nothing else, it can startle them.
Hey,
Lucilla, I can make a fire. Fine, I'll just stand here and be
he
quiet.
shuts the door,
It's
and all of a
okay,
sudden you don't hear the rain
See,
anymore.
that's what I get for trying.
Great, I didn't want to hear him anymore anyway.
You don't hear the rain anymore. You don't hear anyone outside anymore. Not even his big coughing boots.
That's good, that's exactly what she wanted.
Roll me knowledge or comment.
Finally, silence.
You just like shove things over our encounter and want to arm wrestle.
They're gone! Let's trash the place.
That's a 16 on the
Got
die.
You just activated some kind of teleportation magic.
Now I can't watch the children, but that's okay. Still particularly
That's
want to.
fine. There's nothing in that shop that they could really. He turns and knocks on wood.
I want the fortune cookie.
I don't have daft hands.
He shows you.
Is it in a glass?
He shows you 3 items. There is.
God, Trimandral, Bulbasaur, Squirrel, the hardest decision of them all.
3 orbs.
He shows you 3 items. There is a tortoise shell. Wait for it. There is a tortoise shell comb with a pen as a hair clip. There's a tortoiseshell hair clip. There is the.
I'm not branding myself to be with Tortuga. It's not my aesthetic.
there is what looks to be a prismatic piece of glass.
Dum 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 dum.
And the final thing that you see is a small mirror blade. These are the 3 magical items that are promised at the end of your quest. They have various implications, who they were owned by, what they can do. Even I fully haven't explored it yet. I haven't unlocked whatever mysteries are within. But perhaps
An occultist could.
perhaps an occultist could. You see his whole facade drop as he is a child in a candy store who just can't quite reach the free sample.
You want to know, don't you?
Oh, like nothing you've ever seen before. Now, that being said, I can't give one of these to you, but I may hold off on reporting it as stolen.
That could work.
Any of them appeal to you?
Gotta make a roll. Is anyone still Chinese where I can hit them up for some fortune cookies? You said there was various restaurants.
Alright, so you go find the restaurant.
Well, right now she's attempting to try it. She asked if the one that was in the shop was.
Yeah, is the fortune
glass.
cookie under glass? Because he's gone.
Yes, it's on the glass. You do hear as you go out on the street, you hear, free sample? Free sample! You get free sample here!
And lo and behold, you actually see someone offering free samples.
And that counts some free food?
If you go get it, I gotta stand here and wait for her to come back.
His name is Sun Jing.
Sun Jing.
Fortune cookie. That's so racist, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he looks at you, lights a small fire with just a flick of his hand, and starts making you food.
Oh, cool.
Fresh noodle.
So, do you want me to tell you what my object reading does?
Good.
Okay. Second level occultist learns how to read information from items that they examine. Examining in this way requires them to spend 1 minute handling the item. The item is a magic item. The occultist learns its properties in command bold. If they successfully examine the item using detect magic and succeed at a spellcraft check. The ability does not reveal if the item is cost, unless the class level is equal or greater than the caster level item. The item has any historical significance. The occultist learns 1 piece of information about its past.
Okay. So I've got enough from that.
Okay.
I made a great mistake.
You're able to pick up on. Mirror blade is cursed.
Okay.
You can tell.
Okay.
There's enough lore that even you know about without even looking at this thing. This is the Carpios of Betrayal. It allows the user to see visions of the future of events pertaining to themselves, but without fail. You will not be able to prevent said future, nor tell anyone about it.
Welcome to America.
Oh, that sounds wonderful for Prent.
I've already got that, dude.
The only thing that the mirror is able to do, though, in exchange, is grant a +3 strike and a +2 defense.
Because essentially you're seeing the future, so
She's
you
like,
know what
oh,
people are
that's
gonna-
lovely. Don't touch it.
You put the glass case back away. The second one, the tortoiseshell comb with pin, is an interesting device with varied lore. You actually see 2 spirits floating around it. One is Fae. The other is Elf. One is Fae, the other is Elven in nature. From what you can tell, this was a gift originally to a Fae mistress. Classical story: elf falling in love with Fae. That was the irony, where humans usually fall in love with the elves.
Yeah.
Elf falls in love with the Fae, and to woo her, gives her with a tortoise shell. With this tortoise shell comb and pen. This allows for them to communicate to each other at any point in time. It is essentially almost a Romeo and Juliet-esque style story. You are able to communicate through planes of water. You are able to communicate through panels of water, breathe water, and travel once a day as a dimension door through water. There is an issue with it.
Yeah.
Not a curse.
Always catch.
Not a curse. That's not even broken.
Takes a finger to use it.
Well, actually, it is kind of broken. It's missing the pen.
So you have the shell with no pen.
You have the shell without the pen. And also, he does say whoever took part of it, because someone took it, or tried to, they made off the pen. Or they made off the pen. The part that remains, Dane's one as Fae friend.
So if you have the shell, you're friend to Fane.
I think perhaps this one might be the best to take, just because going into the Fae Woods, maybe I could find the other half. They're probably drawn to each other.
Are your little plant things Fae? What are they?
Lucilla will tell
they are
him
Fae-based,
about
yeah.
each one.
Mm-hmm. And he is ecstatic. He is truly happy. He had guesses as to what they did, but never actually got to fully depict them. The prismatic glass, he says, now that one, I can give you a little bit of its history.
Do I have the manual for that?
That one, I can give you a little bit of its history. It's
Oh.
cold glass. It's grown. Parts for it are grown. It's a cold glass maker, I guess you could say, who specializes in these very, very artful, from what I understand, grants the user some kind of invisibility almost. Almost. As you read further into it, it's not necessarily invisibility, but more chameleon. It also grants you endure elements, and might even with enough sunlight pouring through it, have the ability to cast some form of ray. The glass by itself, even without its magical properties, very, very valuable. Easily pushing 12,000 gold by itself. Magical properties.
Even more so. Can't believe I'm going to choose, but I think I'm going to go with the turtle.
Understood. Would you like a pen for it? It won't grant you all the properties.
But it will keep it in place.
Okay. With what you have, it'll allow you to breathe. It'll allow you to breathe without air, and the second property I mentioned, message through water.
Now, will that just let me communicate with anybody else that's in the water with me? No.
It allows you to communicate to another person. It's basically used between two people that have attuned themselves to it.
It feels like I'm gonna go dunk my head in something and try and be like, yo, give it back.
Alright, so.
I'm fucking coming for you. Where do you go?
Alright, so you go back out. You don't see these two idiots. But you do see them across the street being fed.
Okay, I'm not across the street. I'm standing at the front door.
He stayed.
never
He
mind.
said he can't be a friend.
That's right.
I stayed. I'm right at the front door.
He's a good
Alright.
guard dog.
He stays.
I'm not a dog.
He stays at the front like a good guard. You see Prent across the street enjoying the ever-living hell out of himself.
What am I doing?
You are having Chinese food for the first time.
Oh my goodness.
Noodles.
It's free.
He seems just happy to cook for you,
Oh, okay.
and that someone enjoys his food. Alright, so,
Still
everyone...
free, right? It's free samples.
It's raining, it's a good day.
Okay. I fucking like.
Alright, so,
Here we go.
congratulations, you now have the title Clueless. I'm kidding, you don't.
What did I do? I didn't do anything during this time.
You don't
You
even
met-
know. That's
you met
why
the
you're clueless.
You met the end boss,
That's
and you
why.
were eating his noodles for free. Alright, now, so everyone good? Everyone prepped?
Yep.
Yep, alright. And into the woods.
Good movie.
Hi ho, Silver.
So,
Away.
so help me, anyone start singing.
No.
I'm sorry. That's
I haven't had enough wine to do that.
Negative. No bard in this group.
Into the woods.
It's a barbarian.
Play, dude. That's a really good play.
A
A
barbarian.
barbarian.
A barbarian.
A barbarian.
Death metal. Death metal bard.
I like they'd have the charisma when they show up and they introduce themselves. I am a barbarian.
Alrighty, guys. So everyone has had their food, that has had their prep, and off we go.
I just keep imagining like
Second
if he
star
did
to
have
the
that
right and
fortune
straight on
cookie.
until sunlight.
He cracks open the fortune cookie and he gets a little piece of paper and he just keeps unrolling and he's like, oh come on!
Like scroll.
It's a
You try. You can't just. You let go
It's
and
war
it just keeps.
yeah, it's war and peace one letter at a time, vertically. Oh man.
it's a Sun Tzu.
God of the wind.
It's like, Brett, what have you been doing for the last 4 hours? Reading my fortune cookie.
Because it's giving me
My
a
new
nut.
morning ritual.
Let me out.
Reading,
That's one of those
reading
you-
my fortune cookie. I'm on chapter 6.
that you can get it, or it's like you crack it open, you pull it apart.
Yeah, where it's like rolled up like this, so it's just like.
Yeah.
That or you pull it apart and it's like, I don't like that one. Oh look, a new one. Oh look, a new one.
So, as you head to the southwestern
City
quadrant.
gates. Anna,
Yes.
how was your shopping trip?
It's fine.
That's good.
Got what I needed.
You didn't kill anybody, did you?
Tried not to.
Well, that's good. That's what we go for.
Is it?
Supposedly.
I guess.
I want to kill somebody. It's been a while.
Well, we're going into the middle of the woods, so.
I hope
How about
go
it?
away.
Yeah, just go Sally.
Alright, so remember how, as you head to the southwestern quadrant, I believe you were going to be taking the lead.
Sure.
Due to your...
We should sing a land shanty. I would say
Shanty.
shanty, but you guys.
Oh, wait. Shanty.
I'm making this up as I go, because you fucking people.
Don't you do that with everything?
Wrong.
The part that you actually need to get to is right about here, is what you can surmise.
Fantastic.
Well, that's what she can surmise. From what you remember, though, there is a stream that comes across the town and leads into the woods.
Fantastic.
Or rather, leads from the woods. So you figure that if you follow the stream, you should be fine. Noel, how are you proceeding?
We are walking forth. We have currently left the front gates. We are looking at the woods with a creek. Is the creek going to be on our left or our right?
You can follow it on your left.
Creek on the left.
Oh, we're looking for the power source, aren't we?
Power source,
Werewolf.
Whatever we come in contact with first, apparently. See all the above.
Nykon. I do. Okay.
Ni-
What?
Hey, you actually called me Nykon. Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm nice like that, Jim.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I'm going to enjoy it.
What?
So what the shit up with her map? Have you heard it talk?
I pretend not to. I don't know yet.
So it is talking. I wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
I
thought
can't hear you. I'm between both of you.
We're not talking to you right now, princess.
all I see is like here's how I see the camera's like focused on these two.
click,
talking
click,
together.
click, 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 click.
then-
hands
and
over
then you
Right between the two
pull,
of them.
pull yourself up
on the
to
shoulders.
pull yourself up by the shoulders. I can hear you. I'm between you two. We're not talking to you right now, princess. I push you back down.
Gamiss, I'm going to presume that you've got at least a modicum more of intelligence than these two.
Just nods, not an agreement. I'm like, of course I do.
Well, in that case, I guess I'll just stay by you.
And the turtle shakes its head though.
The turtle understands.
Can you honestly believe them? What the hell?
See, there
What do
goes,
you think?
there goes talking again. And I haven't had anything
don't
to
hear
drink
any-
since breakfast.
You don't hear anything from the map.
Oh.
She, however, is holding a full conversation with this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Gamiss.
No. Oh, so we
This
don't
may
hear the
come
map,
important,
but we know she talks
but
to it.
She's
The
talking
werewolf
to it
has
again.
bright blue
I
eyes.
told you, and I haven't had a drink since this morning.
Alright.
That's
Hmm?
that's good for
It's
me.
not relevant.
Yeah, if she's talking to it, you don't hear it. Although
I
she's
just
holding
don't
I
want to.
suppose.
Anyway, about
They have
that
bright blue eyes.
lake.
Princess
Yeah.
have any friends?
Many gnomes with blue eyes.
I
I don't think it was.
I know I'm only with her every now and
Yeah,
then.
specific
We always
man
manage to
types.
run into each other again.
You should
but-
work on some banter, dude. She needs it.
You're 17, right?
Yeah, she
Assume that
is.
could be
So
right.
it's-
Oh, are you talking to me now?
No, I was honestly asking you a
Something
question out of
I know.
character.
No, she's 17.
Quite honestly, I'd be quite terrified to see that.
Roll me survival check.
I don't even think she's of age yet.
Believe fantasy, yes.
I got a 16 on the die. Plus
myself now.
another
Who's rolling some hours? Just him?
6, so
What's up?
Who was rolling? Just him?
22.
Because he's leading the group into the woods. You go off, you hear Katrina. Good luck! You're gonna need it. And you go into the woods. Now, as you proceed through, you see that the rain actually seems to have kept quite a bit of the green down. And as you walk through, you notice that the floor itself actually is almost bioluminescent green.
Can I take some of that in a bottle?
Sure.
Goop.
Wait, you're scooping up moss?
No, it's the rain.
The spores. Or the rain or the spores?
Yes.
2 bottles. Just
Well,
pull
as
another
you
one
go
out.
through the forest trying to catch individual drops as they fall past you.
I'm sure it's like gonna be coming off of specific areas.
Well,
Like,
that's
slow.
I see. Just watch her. Hang on, I got something back
I'm sure
here.
there are pools
Pulls
of
out a
it.
funnel.
I'm sure there are pools of it somewhere.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've got
Fog-
rainwater
Rainwater.
and
Bottle of spores.
bottle.
My packs of those at home. We got a
Spores.
giant box from Sam's Club. We have
We'll see what I do with that.
Alright, so. Oh god.
like 24.
Just sitting there in your lab.
So as you're go
Oh,
as
there are like people buried, like in the woods, right?
There are people that have been eaten by the woods, yes, and some buried. That's
Like,
where
would
the
their remains be
biomandrakes come
present?
from.
Okay, I need to get some dirt from a grave.
Look for a mandrake.
I guess I.
Roll me perception.
Alright, cool.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh,
Just-
nat 16.
Just take some of the dirt from underneath me. These fools have killed me already.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're still
Yeah,
breathing.
well,
I will
Hmm?
to go on this. Is
Stepping into the forest, you see
You
what
were the one doing all
actually
the
see
negotiating to
what
go.
looks to be a hand
that was mostly Anna.
sticking out of the dirt,
Don't touch the hand.
Don't let the hand grab you.
reaching towards where it seems to be the limit of the light.
Oh. Mm.
Don't touch the hand.
I have an idea.
Well, is it a grave?
I have an idea.
Is it a grave? 'Cause if
Well,
it's not a grave, it doesn't help.
You
don't
see, all you see is a hand and a couple of bones, and the rest is underneath. The
Do you want me to
ground.
help you out?
Get a stick.
Yeah, let me help you out, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Put the stick in the hand.
All right, so
No, I'm like putting
From
it.
within the light. From
As
within the light.
Nat 20, it beats you to death.
With the stick.
With nothing but
Grabs it.
pressure. By the way, it was a level 17 fighter, undead. You're dead. It action surged and everything.
Oh my
And
God.
it was
Well,
beautiful.
I was gonna give the stick to the hand and then like grab what you need, go.
You prod the hand. Nothing happens.
Okay.
It moves slightly when you prod it
Poke, 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 poke.
because you just poked it with a stick.
Yeah, I got that. I'm gonna hold up my dagger in one hand. Yeah, it's just basically like protecting myself as I grab some of the dirt and
What's happening over
put it in a bottle.
knows?
My group is cautious. I'm loving this.
And I
You're
put
not
it.
scared of anything,
We
right?
don't trust anyone. We're just assholes who don't trust
What
shit.
you doing? You can't dig with the knife. Oh no, what are you doing? Can I just see you going like this? I'm like, you can't dig with the knife. What are you doing?
Plan. Not to dig. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of that dirt and put it into another bottle.
Alright. Now, are you
We're just
wearing
paranoid
gloves or?
Yeah, my surgical gloves.
Okay.
Always on.
Weird.
Yeah.
They have surgical gloves always on.
So you notice after she deals with this, because you've been watching her, because these gloves creep you out for some reason.
Well,
You
why
notice
not?
you notice that her hands are clean.
She digs in the dirt, comes back out, and gloves are still clean.
Also, can I cut off the fingers to that hand? I go for like swipes at it.
Are
I'm
you
not
going
gonna,
to
like,
do? Are you?
Perception!
like I'm not gonna touch the hand. I'm just gonna like
17 and a perception. Tie your neck to a stick.
So Carson, sleight of
I
hand.
can see it, but it doesn't
Why
mean
not?
I'm going
Unless
to stop it.
Now, Carson, keep in mind the group that you're with might not necessarily like this action.
I'm not taking it. I'm just cutting the fingers off.
Yes, you're taking it.
But you're taking the fingers.
No, because you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna be coming back into the place and it's gonna grab on me. I'm cutting the fingers off of it.
So I can't grab
Just like
this later.
slice. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut that
Oh
off.
no, what are you doing?
Hey, move!
This might be a whole
no,
thing.
don't.
Nat 20
Oh, good God.
on the dice. Slide
You
it.
moved the
No, no, no.
fingers. What's Hannah doing?
Just getting some dirt from this fingerless hand. Just gonna put the dagger away.
What are you doing with the dagger?
No.
Just getting some dirt.
Are you?
I need that to cast Detect Undead. That
Sure.
is a material
It
component.
is technically a shallow grave.
It's a material component that I need.
You're just desecrating the dead at this point.
At some point in time, it becomes archaeology.
Well, honestly, if
I
it's
asked
a
my
shallow
history
grave,
teacher.
it will eventually become one of those.
At what point does grave robbing become
Archaeology. You sat there for like 10 seconds. like-
Eventually,
It's a
it will
good
become one of
question.
those spider puppets. If it's a shadow grave. Yeah,
Yeah.
since it seems to be, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Oh no, Anna can
And
steal
mine.
the nest all she wants. As long as she heals us for it, that's fine.
Alright, guys, can we move along?
As long as she's done building a sandcastle.
there
Dirt
are-
castle.
It's a good
There are gray clouds up above, and it is raining.
And me without my umbra stuff.
You do not have an umber staff. All right, so
blue.
as you continue down the river, you start to see the river clogging, getting clumps of brush, bramble, leaves.
I feel like this is gonna be a no, but I want to ask anyway. Does my arm become uncomfortable when it's wet, where it's joined? Or does it become like more cumbersome because it's heavy from being wet? His bone is porous.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's porous, but it doesn't absorb.
It has a lot of gaps, though. I imagine like
It
water
would
could get
just
caught.
it would go through. It would
Okay.
go through. I mean, because
Alright.
essentially the best that I can understand is that
I guess
yes,
I imagined it'd be a no.
well,
but-
it's porous and it has marrow, but it's essentially empty marrow.
Yeah.
It's not clay. Like if it was clay, that'd be different. But this is just waddle.
Yeah.
As you proceed up the river, you do notice that the river is kind of stopped.
Like it's not flowing.
Like it's not flowing; it's stagnant.
Can I throw a bomb at it?
The river?
Let's always throw a bomb. Anna and her bombs.
Yep.
Anna's gonna throw a bomb at something that wasn't gonna hurt us one day, and it's gonna awaken something.
And then I'll throw another one at it.
Throw another
We
one.
would have been safe
No.
until you woke the beast.
I'm not gonna throw a bomb at it because I don't have the discovery that lets it detonate underwater.
That's a cool thing.
That is cool.
I like that eventually we're all gonna have stuff to fight underwater, except me.
I'm just gonna be breathing. And
I can tell
walking
you
away.
what's down there,
Yeah.
and you guys can go do it.
I'm gonna stay on dry land.
I got my draw sand.
Yeah.
All right,
I've
so
got a jar of sand.
Carson, did you motion to throw something?
I'm not
Think
gonna
better-
throw
No,
that.
did you motion to throw something and then thought better of it?
Nah. If the thought crossed my mind, I could throw a bomb at it.
You still hear the paint treads of Tuga.
Is Tortuga slapping mud at us?
You still feel the tank treads, and you actually notice vibrations reaching so far that they're actually shaking the water. Roll for reflex.
Everybody?
Wall in the front.
Oh, that's a 6.
Wall in front
Oh,
of
she's
the-
gonna like hydroplane into us?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep.
9 total.
We just can't.
The
help.
ripples go in the water until they stop at a certain point and reflect back.
Water don't do that.
There's a disturbance.
Says the pirate with no ship.
And
There's
can't
a,
swim.
there's a
You guys don't
disturbance
know
in the
I can't
water,
swim.
and a hag-like creature emerges from it. Her face scarred and twisted, her limbs are distorted. She gestures, and a dark water rises in a whirling spout, heading towards you two.
You can throw a bomb
now I
at
throw a
it.
bomb.
Now you can throw a bomb at
Anna and Nykos? No, Nykos.
I don't
it.
have.
Nykon.
I don't have a solution for this. I have a solution for it now.
The way to go. You had a dog.
That was a 9 total.
Yeah, no.
I rolled a. Oh, was that on their reflex?
Yeah. Alrighty, so
Why does everything try to hit me?
Because you're in the back of the group. You're not with the bard.
I'm up front.
You're not with the meat shield.
Yeah.
You hung out with the turtle.
Yeah, you should have been in front with me.
Oh.
Not in the back with
I
the
thought
one
the
that makes
turtle
all
was
the
up front.
noise. No.
Carson, you take 5 damage.
Oh man.
Y'all just let me know if you ever want my help for something. Just
Help.
saying.
And Carson,
As you fly back.
as you go flying back, you are knocked prone. Anyone want to roll knowledge?
Yeah. I don't think I have that knowledge, but I'm gonna roll for it. Got a 17 on the die.
I'm out.
Did you roll an 11?
Yes.
Well,
He's so useless.
Unless you don't want to count it as for knowledge checks, because I'm supposed
16.
to have ups and knowledge checks.
Ready for the critical one.
Alright, Tim?
I rolled a 16, she rolled a 17 on the die.
Alright.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17 as well.
Yeah, I'd have a 21 in, I guess, knowledge.
17.
Oh, I
Knowledge
can't take
neutral.
action on surprise
Oh,
rounds.
yeah.
21 knowledge neutral.
No,
Well, as of right
it's
now,
not an
it was.
action.
Yeah.
And as of right now, it's.
And I'm not staggered for surprise rounds.
It's not a surprise round on you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I see.
Are we rolling for
It is the
Not
creature
there.
before you is a river wrath. It is an evil fey creature.
Hooray for the faith.
Hooray for the fae. When a river is destroyed or polluted, or corrupted by pollution or evil magic, certain fey spirits associated with that may also be transformed.
Or I could use Cold Isle.
Cold Iron.
That's my abilities. Silver or Cold Isle.
Cold iron.
Uh-huh.
The water spirit that has been driven to madness by the destruction of the river that she called home. Unable to leave, she lurks within it, killing anyone that comes nearby.
So we need to fix the riddle.
Well, that's not my fault.
That would be
The whole
it.
killing
While it
anything
is
is,
while it is sometimes possible to negotiate with a river wrath, usually by offering her a chance to kill someone directly responsible for her state, other approaches may work as well. They consider themselves both suffering victims and agents of justice, and any implication that is not so will usually result in resumed hostilities. You hear her say as she knocks you back, "Foul adventurers, there's nothing you need to be here." She's speaking in broken common.
Broken common. Okay, so we can actually understand.
Nothing
Alright,
you
so
need to
she
be
is.
here.
Why have you invaded again?
Again, this is our first time here.
We're just travelers, dude. Casual speak.
This thing just knocks me to the ground. Does 5 points of damage with that freaking burst of water.
We're
you guys
chilling.
are just like.
By the way, this burst of water is still there.
Like it's.
Yeah.
It's serpentine in figure.
Water snake. Literally.
Oi, what'd you go do that for? We have done nothing to you. We haven't been here before.
Lies. Silence.
We have nothing to do with your river.
Okay, can I?
Or the state of it.
You gonna tell me to silence? This is not gonna end well for you.
Okay, can I drink a potion of shock shield, please?
What's that?
Go ahead and do that.
Thank you. Glug.
Roll me diplomacy.
Glug.
Yeah, let's see if my diplomacy that.
Yeah, no.
I have a
Diplomacy's
diplomacy.
Not that great. It was only 11.
Give me a second.
She stops for a moment.
I have a 17 plus 7 in
Not
diplomacy.
thinking anything yet.
Well, I've got to check mine over as well because I spoke.
Currently, no one else seems to have really caught her attention.
2 and
Oh.
2. Plus 19, so that's 23.
We might be travelers, but we're not the same who came before.
Seems a little less aggressive. Little. Although both her and the spout are now facing you.
What?
I take one step in front of her. What do you need done? We're not here to attack.
And for my
I rolled it.
reaction, I'm going to discharge my shock shield, doing 1d6 points of damage in a 5-foot radius.
Realize we are all standing.
Everyone
in
is
water.
standing next to you. The
I thought
water
I got knocked
all
back.
wet.
Okay.
The
You got knocked
entire
back.
area, it has been raining,
It's
and we are
raining.
here.
It's raining.
Well,
the
if that's
only
what
one
it-
safe is the one in the turtle.
If that's
Oh,
what-
and the metal turtle.
The metal turtle.
That
she
is
is
true.
the only one safe.
The insulated metal turtle.
Yeah.
Now, why is she Noel, why are you safe?
I'm in a turtle.
What kind of
Leather
what
seats.
kind of shirt do you have?
Brown.
Brown. There you go.
It's in parentheses. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's fine. I just won't do that because apparently.
Apparently,
You're
so
nowhere. You're nowhere near. You're nowhere near it. You're near everyone else.
I thought the thing was looking at me.
Yeah, it is.
well, now
From
it's
the
looking
river.
at her.
From the
You're in the-
riverbank.
she's in the middle of the lake.
Yeah,
the
she's
river.
in the river.
And we're not.
I'm jumping the river.
Bye.
Revenge!
And that's the end of Anna.
I can't swim.
I have phenomenal swimming, so.
He stepped in front of you, between you and
Well,
her,
partially.
and
partially.
you see the water spout go aggressive again.
Don't like you.
Yeah.
Now can I throw a bomb?
It starts sucking up water up into.
You see that? And also, I rolled a 19 on the die for diplomacy, and I'm asking it what we need to do to calm it down. Because
Yeah,
we're
maybe
not
doesn't
here.
like that.
What language are you using?
You have many,
I have many.
but
Do you have the right one?
Do I don't
Do you
know
have
if
the
I.
right ones?
Elven, maybe?
Faye.
it's Fae.
It's Fae,
It's
so.
Fae.
It's other
Do you
planets.
have
Sylvan.
Arian?
It's Sylvan.
Sylvan? Do you have?
I do
Aquarian?
have Sylvian. I know that for a fact.
Speak it or are you baby talking it?
No, I can speak it.
Ah.
No, that's actually one of my actual languages. Like, I can understand every language, but I can only speak certain ones as my levels increase.
As you,
I know Elf.
although the water spout still seems aggressive, it is still sucking up water from the surrounding lake. It seems to be listening to
Yeah.
it. And she is.
We are not here to fight. What needs to be done to
You're not here to fight. Then you're of no use to me. I either need death or release.
Well, fantastic. Can you point me in the direction for release?
We don't know what he's saying because he's speaking Sylvan, but that's hilarious.
Yeah.
You hear some seductive overtones being said. You realize what you've said.
Yeah.
I think
he
I
knows
worded
what he
that
was
wrong.
saying. He knows what he was saying.
My bad. Let's
It is
not
a Fae.
let's not get involved with a river race, shall we? They're not exactly the
Can I
most
throw a bomb
attractive.
in his head?
They're not exactly the most attractive beings.
Looking to her and she's
hear
kinda
her say, I'm not the man.
What needs to be done to release you from
Give out your words carefully now.
your river cage?
River cage.
Destroy corruption.
Destroy Free River.
Free river and destroy the corruption.
Destroy the corruption.
Point me in the way of the corruption. Tally ho.
What's he saying?
Hmm?
What's he saying?
Why did I have to
What's
get
he
hit?
saying?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me?
You're associates.
You
can
spent
take
ample
polls or Mason.
time together.
What's Mason's character doing?
He's riding the turtle. My bad.
Cowards. As you're all the way back there. And I'm talking to this thing. Catch up. What's he saying? We don't know either.
She extends one elongated arm to you.
Elongated, that's creepy.
Mr. Fantastic.
No.
And says, "Come,
Oh good god. Well, the guys, this
Nice knowing ya.
show you."
this can either end badly or not, but know that I'm on your side. I shall return shortly.
No, I hope you die.
Thank you, Anna. I appreciate
That's
that.
not something a doctor
From
should say.
Phoenix.
She's a
I don't.
bitch.
You're actually pretty nice.
She's a bitch doctor.
I'm the only one who ever seems to get
Are you
hurt around
going with
here.
him?
I'll go with you.
If you lose this, I swear to God, I will find your spirit. I will put it in items. I will break every single one of them each and every single time. Wear this, and if you lose it, I will find your.
Fantastic.
Alright.
I like that seems to be his thing whenever he's confirming something fantastic.
Fantastic.
You can now breathe underwater and communicate underwater.
What?
Friends, shut up! I'm not talking to you. Oh.
As you try to do that to a 6'2".
It's like the tiniest little puppy.
Alright, so
I'm sorry, did you want my attention?
You feel a light pressure.
Oh, from hitting me?
Fantastic.
Wait, what?
Remember, you have the bone arm.
Yeah.
You only feel pressure. You
You
don't
hit
feel
the
I
bone
do feel
arm.
pressure, that's right.
Into the water I go.
Into the water you go. Where are you placing this tortoiseshell? So, fan art for later.
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh yeah.
I essentially put it in the same way that she took it out.
Okay.
Is it like when
You do up your hair.
No, I don't.
Do up your hair.
Well, I have short hair anyway, so it's just like
Well, if it's
sitting
a comb,
in it.
like you go like
Yep.
this and like do that, and you'll have like this fakey undercut. Undercuts are cool. Look at Prent.
The water with this fakey undercut. And
He's jacking my style.
you feel your legs pulled out from underneath you.
Bye.
You hit your head on the bank. Yes, you go.
Oh, you went under fast. Well, he's dead now.
Oh my god, I want that back. Prent, go get it.
Sorry, Princess, do I work for
Alright,
you?
so
Do you want to?
dark, you see a dark vortex in front of you that is pulling you closer. Dark vortex of water. Bramble.
You want me to go get it?
And
Money.
as it sucks you in, it
You want me to go get him?
Give it 5 minutes.
you
5
see
minutes.
what looks to be
They're putting
Bye.
a timer on how long they're gonna wait before they save me.
you see within it. What
I'll
looks to
say
be
7
a younger
minutes with character
and definitely more
description.
beautiful version of this water spirit. It seems to have staved off corruption for a little bit.
They're just up on the banks twiddling their thumbs.
I'm checking Twiddle.
Checking Reddit, should we go?
River waves, good, bad, yay, nay.
She's about this tall, periwinkle blue, and says, "Sorry, I try not to cause too much trouble, but we've had a few issues. A group of adventurers kept coming through here, and they were usually no issue, but it kind of attracted the attention of the older one. He got upset and went to talk with the master of the forest. They found her and him, and that went even worse." She shows you an image. She shows you an image where there is a green dragon that has been assimilated almost with tree roots, branches, so forth. There is a party of adventurers, long dead, strewn about this field. Beautiful grass field beside a lake. And there is one adventurer in particular that is the only one that has not been rent apart. He is part tree, with sap rolling down his eyes.
That'd be a druid that was a dick.
With sap rolling down his face. He has arms extended towards the dragon, with a whip made out of vines wrapped around the dragon's throat. Every time the wind blows, more trees, flowers, bloom, blossom. You realize that every time the wind blows and this moves, that's where the trees
Keep
are
coming
growing.
from me, yeah.
And you realize finally, or you see finally, the master of the forest, a dryad or nymph, you can't really tell at the moment, is in the jaws of the green dragon,
Do you think he's dead yet?
who was killed off, or being killed off, by this dragon.
And where did the dragon come from? That's why I was assuming that the dragon was essentially the master. And then they were like, no, the master's in the dragon's mouth. And then
What am I going to do with all the funds that I have for him to pay him off?
He's got 2 minutes. I gave him 7 minutes.
The part that you realize, or the part that comes to mind, is that she is still alive, and she's in between this dragon's teeth, can neither live or die.
Yay, so it's essentially go save the nymph.
But we don't know that yet.
Yeah, y'all don't know that yet.
You're waiting on your
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate that. I will have to let everybody know we will do everything, or I know I will try to do everything that I can. Hopefully I can convince the others to join.
As you come out of this vision, you see that the bubble has shrunk considerably. She's now half the size. You might want to hurry. Hell, you might want to run. And she expels you from the water.
Yay! And I come
Alright,
flying
someone
out.
roll a reflex.
I'm not rolling it.
Not
Not me this time.
Brent, roll a reflex.
Oh, Prince.
It's 5 minutes. He was gone for 5 minutes. Roll a reflex. Everyone stares at me on her.
It's always bad.
18.
Yay!
Very nice.
Insult me more.
And I got a 13.
You suddenly feel a clawed, bony arm grab you by your back as you almost go sailing on by.
Not with my item.
Hey, I didn't ask to get thrown out of the water.
As it falls to the ground.
Yeah.
I was just starting to like it.
She is willing to scramble over both of your dead bodies to get it back.
The river rat pauses for a moment. You see her skin flash that periwinkle blue that you saw earlier before it turns back to the mottled gray silk.
Alright, guys. That was eventful.
Did she turn you into a man?
Totally, no. That was ages ago. No, essentially what's going on is the dryad or the nymph that's over these forests is currently stuck in a rather peculiar position. I don't know how she got that way, but it's weird. There's apparently the last group of adventurers that came by, one of them was a druid, and they cast a spell of growth on a vine whip and managed to freeze this dragon in place, but nobody can move afterwards.
Sounds like they really fucked it up.
Yeah, it was. But the problem is that this dryad, she still lives.
So you mean that we're probably going to have to take on a dragon?
I'm level 2.
We're gonna go drawing for a bit, and we'll be back.
Main quest, side quest!
Side quest! Let's go mow the lawn while the twist will come.
Side quest time. I don't know if we essentially have to kill the dragon, or if we just have to somehow free the dryad from the dragon's mouth.
Oh yeah, that would be a lot more fun. Just go up against the frozen dragon and slowly move someone out of it.
I'm game.
Guess we don't really have much of a choice.
When you say it's frozen, what do you?
Uh,
is it
From what he said, it's frozen.
like in ice?
No,
No.
in nature, it's frozen in nature. The trees and plants of everything have grown around and through it, essentially.
It's keeping the dragon still.
It's alive.
Mm-hmm.
The
dragon might be alive.
We don't know.
Not starved.
We don't know if the dragon is or is not alive.
Just how often do dragons have to eat?
Do you want to find out?
Because they can hibernate like a really long time.
Yeah.
So we don't know if the dragon got frozen in place.
Where did dragons fucking come from?
Essentially, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where
Like,
the fuck did dragon come from? You got a party of adventurers, a dryad, and then a dragon. Where the fuck did dragon come from?
Honestly, if the dragon's from this forest, it's not gonna fuck with the person who controls the forest or takes care of it.
That's my thought process as well.
What color dragon was it?
It was green.
Is that an evil one?
Green.
Most dragons-
That's technically chromatic, so. Is it question mark?
Yeah, see, I knew green's normally associated with nature, but it doesn't necessarily mean in line with nature or controlling nature.
Roll me knowledge, nature, planes.
I have nature.
Check nat 20.
There you go. Alright, so
19.
I had a 19 too.
My goodness.
Green dragons
We're
prefer
intelligent.
areas of thick vegetation.
You say that again?
Thick vegetation.
Thick vegetation. By far they prefer temperate and cold forests to steamy jungles.
Well, right now it is thick vegetation.
Okay.
They particularly favor woods with large imposing trees. The older and more massive, the better. There are several very large and thick trees here.
Yes, there are.
So would that actually? I think I know where the dragon might have come from.
Yeah. Here.
That asshole drew, but that doesn't explain the whip.
I guess we'll
Roll
only
me,
go
roll me under your wisdom or intelligence, whichever one is higher.
That's gonna be my wisdom. Yes, and I've rolled under both.
Good job. You
About one
remember. You remember in the vision, the person who had the whip, wizard, had what looked to be a oddly colored pin
Oh, good God.
in their hair, or where their hair would have been.
In their grass mane.
So,
Is Hobbs in trouble?
I just
No, you can't come out now.
I just remembered something that's gonna change your mind.
Huh? Whose mind?
Your mind.
My mind.
I heard you, whether or not your map talks back to you or not's irrelevant.
It does.
If it's your friend, it's your friend. Just know I'm your friend too.
It's like an intervention.
I can talk to spirits, you idiot.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm a barbarian. I don't know what's better. But I heard you saying something about a hairpin.
Yes, the part of my side.
I remember there was one with where we need to go.
You're fucking kidding me. Near the dragon.
Near the dragon.
Well, fuck me up the ass.
And you haven't said anything on the description of it, so I describe it in perfect unison.
It seems to be from what you say.
Yeah.
Trent, do you want a job?
Go get a pin!
Go get the pin.
He's the one who knows where the fuck it is.
But you're the one with the arm. You're very good at grabbing things.
I ain't going nowhere by myself.
I'm not holding your hand to get there. It's weird.
Okay, fine. He just picks her up.
And then I'll punch you right in the face. And grab her. You kind of fling her up, and I grab her.
You're a sack of potatoes. Better find me around.
Don't touch her.
Yeah, we've shared some moments, but she's still my protection.
No. Roll me. Actually, you both need to roll me a lore check.
She don't have
both-
lore.
I rolled very, very low.
13 plus 6.
Actually, you've heard of this weapon. Hell.
What weapon?
Sorry, Prent. Not only have you heard of this weapon, you fought another pirate for it.
What weapon? Are we talking about the hairpin?
No,
We're talking about the whip.
the whip.
I like whips.
You don't want to know about your bedroom habits.
I shared a bedroom with you.
Unfortunately.
Is
On the
called,
other side of it.
the whip is called the Assassin's Vine.
Ah, it's nice.
In its normal form, it's actually somewhat of a uncommon magical item. When the user snaps the whip, in that path grows an entanglement. This one, however, seems to be a little more powered, and that's the one you were looking for years ago. A group of adventurers.
In your prime.
A group of adventurers got between both you and the other pirate, and made off with the bounty.
I'll make a deal with you, princess.
Oh, shall you, Prent?
Yeah. I'll help you.
Oh, you shall.
I get my pick of one thing at the scene.
Do you want the pin? So
No,
help me.
I don't want the fucking pin. You can keep your fancy hair accessories.
It looks good on me. What do you want?
Doesn't matter. You're getting your pin, and you're getting my help.
Whether or not this was the group of adventurers is
I'll
a
know.
whole different matter.
I would know if one of them's still present, essentially. If I've seen them.
From the group, I can tell. From the group, I can tell you they are not the ones that stole it. However, this is that item.
Why are you so keen all of a sudden? It's as if you know other things are going to be at the location.
I know a lot of
I don't believe that.
Gut feeling.
things. I know a lot of things.
Starry gut feeling.
I know many things.
All right.
A lot of my revelations start because of
by
my
the way,
knowledge.
this whole conversation has gone on. She keeps flashing between gray, blue, and she's staying in gray a whole lot longer.
Guys, if we're going, we need to decide if we're going. If not, we're gonna have.
We're going. Let's go.
Anna, are you joining us? Gamiss, are you coming along?
Yes.
I'm just
She
gonna
yells.
lie here in the mud for a bit.
She yells.
Mud angel. Run.
Well, you
I don't need to be told twice.
Huh?
I don't need to be told twice.
Yeah, pretty much.
And everyone roll me
Whoop,
reflex.
up on the shoulder.
Reflex?
Do
Yep.
it. I swear.
Do I have to if I'm being carried?
Yes.
Okay.
17.
9.
17.
What am I rolling?
Reflex. Other page.
Are
Oh,
you
you're
gonna
in
roll a 17 too? Everyone else rolled a 17.
No,
She had
I'm
11.
special. I rolled a 7.
Unless you want to
But
roll
you're-
it
you're
again
in
since
his
it
arms.
wasn't on your
Yeah, I'm being carried.
What'd you roll, Noel?
Well, in 8, I think. is what
Yeah.
I first had.
13.
Alrighty. Noel and Tortuga take 3 points of damage.
Oh wait, my reflex is a -1, so I rolled an 8.
Yeah.
So, continuing along, you hear the screams of the maddened river wrath behind you fade into the distance. As you continue on, though, you do start hearing crunching and breaking of leaves and twigs.
Not by me.
How about you? If anything, you would have thought it'd be him, but branches seem to just twist off around him.
That's fine.
3 creatures made out of bones, grass, flowers, and trees as they lurch for you.
Fantastic.
They seem eager to allow you to share their same fate. In this part of the woods, you also see. Everyone roll me. All right. So for those that got the 19, that got the 18 and above, you see also standing to the side, slightly overgrown.
Yay.
A lawnmower, perfect.
Yeah, but it's been overclaimed by the forest, so
Let's kind of have the
That's
this
fine.
making look fantasy lawnmower.
Carson, did you see this?
Fantasy lawnmower.
Oh my gosh.
It's what's referred to as the battle clank. Roll for initiative.
15.
Holy hell!
It's a good roll.
I'm saying it.
I got a 16. It's a good roll.
No. CJ with the whole staggered.
Am I staggered?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a surprise.
No, it's not a surprise round because he walks up on him.
All right.
I
So,
rolled a 19.
all right.
Tortuga's
No.
first.
Did you see the giant?
You can make it your slave.
If you destroy it, you have scrap metal.
Claim that bladey thing on
You
its
can
arm.
take the saw blade, the mechanical pinching arm. Yeah, I mean you've got fog lights, but all right. So
It's both of those things, right?
Yes.
Are they not gonna fight each other?
the battle NPC is currently overgrown and powered down.
Oh, so it's you.
What size is it?
It is a large.
Large.
It's a large construct. It's a large mechanical thing.
So pretty much, if one of either the tinker or somebody with electricity that was so eager to use it beforehand would shock the shit out of it, it may come to fight for our aid.
I'm trying to
At the
imagine
same
how
time,
my
it may
always
not.
staggered state must look. It's kind of like I get into fighting position and then my arm throws me off or something.
Yeah.
Like
You go
It's like, all right, I'm good to go. Oh god, I'm falling down.
because I was fine 5 minutes ago.
It's like, and go. Good god.
All right. So Phoenix asks the group, who's going for the battle? Who's going for the spinny thing, the metal thing?
I mean, I'm.
Should I shoot
Not me. I have nothing to do with it.
The metal thing can possibly be.
It could
powered
possibly
up.
aid us.
Can I shoot with a crossbow?
It's metal.
I'm sure you could shoot it with a crossbow. The giant metal thing that's standing powered down, ineffective, not doing
You
anything.
could try to power it up.
You could either try to power it up. Now, one or two things could happen. It could
I can still take
Be our
free
ally,
or immediate action.
or it could be our enemy. That a risk we're
But
willing to
it's.
take.
Well, then I don't even know what they're talking about. I'm looking at giant bone and.
Yeah. The green molds.
Yes. That
Gotcha.
thing that I plan to throw a bomb at.
Yep.
Rapid
Yeah.
shot.
Green mold bones. Noel, you have first action. What would you like to do? You command Tortuga to open fire.
Yeah.
All right.
I rolled a 17.
All right.
It says it does 1d8.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Wait till she gets flaming on them.
I rolled a 1 though.
So you grazed the shoulder.
Yeah.
Plus, don't you have poison on it? Or did you not get the poison applicator?
She good? She can't take poison.
No, I didn't get the poison applicator.
Okay.
I swear if I get hit.
You
We
strike
won. No.
it. You strike it in the shoulder, and it seems to repair.
Oh, okay.
The first one. Next, which was
16.
All right.
And I had 12.
I had
Yeah.
4.
Good.
Okay, how close are they to us?
They're 60 feet away.
60 feet
How many are there?
Like,
There are 3? Oh my lord.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, they're only human-sized, dwarf-sized,
That won't
orc-sized.
Oh, so they're different sizes. And
That
they're
won't
these
walk
nasty
because you're
looking
too far
Yeah.
away.
skeletal growing things.
Skeletal.
I
They look at you.
love
They look at you, Prent.
Yeah, the bone.
just glance down at my arm.
Oh, fuck
No, I'm good.
that.
I'm
If
good.
I had a higher initiative, you'd all be screwed.
Explosions cause fire. Whenever Carson makes that move, I always imagine like pulling the cork is like the pin in the grenade.
Well, actually, what it is, there's a smaller vial
Mhm.
inside, and when I pull the cork, it drops the smaller
It
vial.
drops a smaller
very
vial and
I'm
mixes
going
the
to
chemicals.
get off
It's the
of
catalyst.
my bodyguard
You're
and
just
ready
making
my
Molotov
bow.
cocktails.
And that
It's
should be
inflated.
my whole
Glorified
move.
mine.
That's the move, and
You're moving setup.
yeah.
Okay. It's Phoenix's turn. He turns to one of them. She pulls out her staff, places it with a ring on top, places her back on it, and yells,
Fuck.
Such a good.
"Sleep!" as she commands plants.
Oh, she's command plant? What? At level 2?
At level 2. She can expire more. Oh, goodness, to boost it further. And that's good.
On which one? The big one?
The big one.
Good.
Big one goes down for a night. For a nap.
Night.
What's the
Did
what's
they
the
all
sleep time
say
on?
one of us? Like a
Yeah.
creepy cult like at me.
That creepy cold.
Oh shit.
You should do it. No.
What's the
Maybe
round
you'll be
basis
useful.
Like,
on that sleep?
Actually, until they wake, and essentially until they're woken up after this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to
They'll be asleep for at least one round,
Mhm.
magically asleep, and then they'll stay asleep until they're woken up.
Gotcha. And that was on. So we've got
Don't
a
wake the
dwarf,
baby.
a dwarf, a human, and Prince currently
half elf.
staggered.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
staggered. But I can do an immediate action and I'm ready.
Stiggity staggered.
They're going to
Well,
proceed.
it's your
They're
turn.
going to proceed 30 feet closer to you.
You got a higher initiative than I did.
It's not an action Mickey's right now.
Well, so we've got a dwarf, a human, and then an orc that is passed out 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, fantastic. And they are 30 feet away.
Yep.
So I am going to charge and close the distance.
All right, go ahead and
And
roll
I have
damage.
nature step and all that happy shit.
Yep. Which is actually really good because
Woodland.
Woodland strat, essentially, yeah.
as you step through this, you notice that the plants beneath you are growing at a prodigious rate.
Oh,
Fantastic.
thanks.
I'm about to drop fire at my feet again. Just
I hate being on
Remember-
land.
Remember I only use 6
I just always look drunk when I start battle.
9 plus 7, that's 16.
Holy shit!
oh my lord, level 2.
Huh?
I said level 2.
He's our
Level
heavy
2,
hitter.
yes.
He's our tank.
I got 2d6 plus, my sword's a 2d6 plus 7.
Oh yeah, and because you have the vital strike.
Well, yeah. And then that'll actually allow me to roll the damage dice twice, but I didn't cast Vital Strike.
Yeah.
Or I didn't use Vital Strike.
Yeah.
Same as I didn't use Powerful Blow. I just charged and swung.
Do it.
All right, roll a reflex.
And reflex. That would be 15. No, 7 plus 2, 1. It's an 8. Sorry. I'll get my math right eventually.
So what number?
An 8. Rolled a 7.
What's your weapon?
My great sword. 2-handed.
Alright.
And it's essentially, I ran and swung.
As you swing through this, you shatter it. It's split in two. It's rended quite properly. Your sword grows mold.
You should have used not real spittle.
Yeah, you have a thing that always cuts.
They're not logs, it's log splitter.
You now have a -1 to hit and damage rolls until you can clean and repair this weapon.
Fantastic.
My goodness. And even with its regeneration and its damage reduction, you still offed it.
-1.
Alright, so
Can I go now?
Carson.
Or not? No, I'm not.
Oh, it's finally my turn.
Damn.
I'm throwing a bomb at the human.
alright, just the human? Just the square of the human?
Well, that's the only one left. I attacked the dwarf.
Yeah, I mean, like, well,
Mega-
like the splash damage roll.
Is the dwarf down?
I'm
Or?
gonna make
The dwarf
sure
is
I
gone.
avoid
Gone.
Yeah.
splash damage on the sleeping one.
Alright.
Well, the sleeping one's 30 feet
16
back.
plus
Yeah.
2. That's an 18 to hit.
You just barely hit by 8 points.
That's because I can't hit them.
Nice.
It does have
Gotcha.
it does have a rusted metal
Ow.
shirt.
Such a crap dice. The 7 plus 7 plus 5. So that's a 12. 12 points of boom damage.
Alright. It takes 7 points of damage.
And it takes 7. Does it have damage reduction?
It does. But that is enough to explode it.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah.
Yay!
They only have 5 HP.
Yes, that's awesome.
I have 5 HP.
The level 1.
Like, yes!
They only had 5 HP.
Nice.
They have damage reduction
That's a
and regeneration.
What
Slice
about the
one
big
at 16 points a
Yeah,
day.
the big
Hmm?
one though, right?
Oh, can the other one roll? Does my stuff catch things on fire, or is that another discovery?
I thought that was another discovery. Essentially what you do is explosion.
Yeah, it's just like a force type of. Alright, cool.
Alright, so there's still the one that's asleep.
Well, it's back to, as far as I understand, it's back to
Yep.
Gamiss' turn.
Gamiss!
Okay, I shoot with another arrow. I have 5 total.
Mm-hmm.
8. Oh no, I don't think I get bonus.
No. I'm gonna say, I know your bonuses now.
Okay.
Alright, it sails off into the distance.
Alright.
You hear a wolf's howl.
Thank you.
Damage detection. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
And Princess,
Your turn.
your turn.
They're all out of range for me, but they're mostly taken care of. It's just the sleeping one left.
Yeah, the sleeping one that's 60 feet away.
He's a big one.
You need to kind of, you need to catch up to the group though. Well, me and,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Have to
did
take
you
a turn
move?
just to walk forward.
I was staggered.
Okay, that's right. So y'all are actually all together. I'm the only
Yeah.
one that's 30 feet away from everybody.
Well, if he's asleep, then
As you're 30 feet forward, you are constantly stomping and moving, even though, yeah. You notice the grass beneath his feet still trying to ensnare him.
oh, but it's not.
It's not.
Well, I'm not going for it then.
Because I'm dope like that.
Just like,
No. Lucilla's good at it.
Mm.
Alright.
I actually can't really do much in this.
So what's the distance?
60 feet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to move forward.
don't move forward.
You see 15 feet in front. Okay, you see 15 feet in front of you has grass, and 15 feet beyond him has grass that's moving constantly.
So 15 feet around me is grass that is actually moving on its own.
Is it tall grass? It's not tall grass. It's just.
It's like
The
about
regular grass.
ankle high.
It will attempt to ensnare you. So, moving along. Anyone circling this clearing?
I am going to I'm gonna move forward,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also gonna take my cutlass and I'm gonna swipe it really low in the grass to see if there's anything moving in the grass or if it's just the grass itself.
It's the grass itself, and as you slice it, it grows back.
Alright. Because if it was like vines moving in the grass, that would be a totally different thing because you can see where the vine's coming from.
Yeah. Pretty much you're on your own.
At least I did so.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going.
Alright.
And we're going to attempt to kill the third and final one.
He's still sleeping?
He's still sleeping.
Well,
Phoenix is currently concentrating as much as she can.
That 20.
Oh, nat 20.
God bless it.
Right on that die.
You know what? Roll for damage. I want to see how much damage this is.
1 damage.
7, and then I'm not gonna cast Vital on it. 6 and a 1, 7.
Okay. No, you don't even kill it.
I thought it only had 5 points of damage.
the last one did. This is the big one.
Oh, this is the orc.
There's also damage reduction. And remember, you take minuses to your damage.
Yeah, so I would essentially be hitting with 6 points of damage right now.
Yeah, and it has a damage reduction of 5.
So I hit it with 1 point of damage? That's about gay for a two-handed sword from a barbarian.
Should have gone for that vital strike now, shouldn't you?
No, I'm gonna.
How'd you miss?
I'm gonna notice. I'm gonna notice that.
You go, tunk, and your sword gets stuck.
That would immediately throw me into rage. What are you talking about? Just like.
Alright, I'm gonna say for thematic events, viewer discretion is advised as you chop what remains of this orcish body and its plant body.
It would piss me off that my sword got stuck.
I like that it'd be like it goes in and you're like, alright, and then you're like, wait a minute.
Right? It's like, Duke! Oh no. Just start taking the body up and slamming it back into the ground.
Does he always do this?
You know, there's times we just let him.
Is there anyone in this party that doesn't go on rages? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, that one. That one.
It turtle mows people down. He mowed down and someone didn't even know they were an innocent bystander.
He felt bad.
The turtle felt bad?
No, he felt bad.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Finish up, wipe it on my pants.
So.
Sorry about that.
Your little creatures in your pouch are horrified. They're like, oh my god.
They're cuddling each other.
Alright, so why do you think they went with him in the first place? If we're with him, he's less likely to kill us.
They're just cuddling up to each other. He's gonna kill us.
You see two little tendrils go out and grab what looks to be some kind of green rock out of the one you shattered.
Fantastic.
And bring it back in.
You have in your pouch the final bosses. We're gonna get to the end and you're gonna open your pouch and they're gonna like just crawl out in like this grotesque manner. It's gonna
And
be
then
like
I just drop a single bomb and they're just.
Oh man, they went all my gold. Fuse it into one gold bar.
Just one gold pile. That is your new weapon. Gold.
Yeah, gold brick.
take all your gold to a blacksmith. I would like this all melted and melded into the finest warhammer.
Turn this into a sword. No, because gold is extremely soft.
It's just for looks. It's just
just
fucking
make
looks.
it into a ball with a single handle.
That's so heavy.
Alright, so congratulations, you have survived this encounter. You have solved my green mold puzzle.
By not solving anything.
By not
solving anything. And there is still
by just going on the barbarian rage.
And there is
How long does your rage last?
I think it's like 1d6.
Aren't you exhausted after it and you like get minuses?
Yeah.
There's a temporary.
Okay.
You're staggered.
Alright then.
But he's dead.
I think literally you're staggered.
He is. Everything is dead though.
Alright, so does anyone do anything about the battle plank?
It wasn't moving.
I don't
It
know,
didn't
Tinker.
hurt.
Do you want to look at the battle thing?
Do you want to disassemble its pieces and keep it for your own?
Maybe you can get it running.
Yeah, I do. I want to look at the robot, whatever it is.
What are you doing?
Two single gloves. Oh no. Evocation.
Well, as you inspect this, it's actually fairly well. It's held up fairly well. So Noel, as you inspect this, You
6 attacks.
see that its power core is still stable. It runs off of electricity.
I take its
Second.
power core.
Mm-hmm.
You could take its power core, you could recharge its power core, you could take the items from its fuselage.
And then I'll have
I don't know what I want to do.
And what were you doing with the gloves, if you don't mind my asking?
That's what the occultists do.
They-
They wave around things and put energy in them, and then they get magic items and abilities.
And then, yes, you're right, Carson. A barbarian gets fatigued 2 times the number of rounds spent in range.
Alrighty, so we're gonna end this here then.
Okay.
We killed some things.
Killed some things,
I didn't
everyone
do
was
a
happy.
fucking
You
damn thing. I cut some grass down.